All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar. We're doing a round two of the live stream here. I had some technical difficulties; my computer crapped out, and well, we're back. That wasn't a really convenient time to uh, to have that happen, but that's okay. Whatever. I'm gonna send some links right now just so that people know that we're live again. That's probably upsetting for some people, but let's see. We're gonna copy link. I got rugged. I got rugged, you guys. Let's see here. I'm gonna send this. Let's see, to both discords. There we go. Let's see here. Here we go. This link works. There we go. And I'll say, sorry, I got rugged. The internet crapped out. Sorry, I got rugged. This link will work. All right. And then I'm going to post this on x.com as well. Let's see here. Making sure. Yeah, good. I don't have any messages open or anything like that. Paste here. Let's see. Join the live stream. Join the mayhem. Watch Bitcoin break all-time highs. All-time highs with me. All right, there we go. And we're just going to be watching Bitcoin. For a lot of you, I'm sure you already caught the intro from the last one. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi. S, if you're not the first in this one, it doesn't count. You're probably in here, though. Let me see. Let me get the chat up. Let's effing go. S. Oh, you are first again. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, better safe than sorry, PJ. You know what's up. Thank you, Chili Philly. Thank you, guys. Thank you. PJ. Yeah, so the Discord link should be in the description. There's one that says ideally friendly, as in you will ideally be friendly to people, right? I don't expect everybody to be friends with everybody, but let me just see here. Let's actually look. There's Taylor, good old T Swift, strutting her stuff. She looks like a hot dog. I don't know. Where'd it go? It just looks like a hot dog to me. Anyways, I don't like hot dogs, guys. I know that that's not American of me to say, but I'm not a hot dog kind of guy, personally. Let's see here. If we go to your videos, when I go to live stream, I don't want to click on anything and then it be the wrong thing. Let's just see your videos. If I'm going to my lives, live stream here. Hold on, guys. There we go. Where am I? Let's just see. So if I click on this, it should be, come on now. Come on, YouTube. It should be right here in the description. Yeah, these are your links right here, just like that. It won't look like this, but if you scroll down to the bottom of the video, anyways, guys, Bitcoin. The purpose of this video is not to get into the discords. I'm glad if you are, happy if you are, but Bitcoin. We're talking about Bitcoin breaking out to new all-time highs, and as I said in the beginning of that last stream that got rugged was typically whenever I try to catch Bitcoin breaking out to new all-time highs on a live stream, we're just sitting here for hours and nothing happens. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully we actually come back down because I think there's a lot of cryptos that we could look at that we'd like to purchase and procure. But before the massive rip happens. But hey, man, if Bitcoin breaks out right now, if we're going, we're going. We don't stop. And genuinely speaking, with these W-esque patterns, you don't stop until you're above where the W started. So it's actually very likely that we do continue up higher to new all-time highs rather immediately. And that's kind of the idea on the stream, is all jokes aside, to really try and catch this on live stream. Everyone should be hold on XRP, metal and loan. They should be hold on that. Pro, please look at Kita. You guys, I also said on the other one, we're going to do requests in this video as well, like we normally do, but I'm going to hold off on the requests for a second. We're going to talk about Bitcoin primarily first, and then we'll get into the requests. So just hold off on the requests real quick, okay? I'm going to say hi to some people real quick. Mexican Righteous, what's up? I think Kita's fine, man. I like Kita a lot. Chili Philly, hey, thanks, man. That means a lot, man. I'm glad. Hell yeah. Somebody changed my life with crypto. They introduced me, and I'm happy to be that person for you. I'm happy to be that person for anybody. And really, at the end of the day, you know, you're the one that's changing your own life because you're the one that is making the decision. There's plenty of people that are aware of crypto, you guys, that they don't take the initiative to invest in it because they let other people think for them. Oh, it's too scary. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, I don't know about it. You know, I'm not that smart or that sophisticated. Blah blah blah. All excuses. You don't have to be smart. How many of us in here are smart? None of us are smart, right? We're all degens to some degree. Maybe some of us are more strategic investors and more risk averse, and that's great. But a lot crypto attracts a lot of risk prone people. Um, and if you want to be smart in crypto, all you got to do is nothing. Like you don't have to be smart to make it in crypto. You just have to go against your base instincts, which is selling the highs on euphoria and then selling the lows in panic, right? What I mean is like if you sell this price because you're like, woohoo, I made money, good. You sell that, well then you're going to miss out on this growth overall. If you sell and you panic at the lows, well you're going to miss the growth overall too. You just got to battle your own emotions. And then also I suppose do sell in euphoria, in times of euphoria, but I don't know if I phrased that properly, but I hope some people at least understand what I'm trying to say. Jode Sandu, you put 5K Canadian into HBAR and 5K into ZBEC. Another, okay, where can I invest this with a good return? Jode Sandhu. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but my thoughts are since you're in HBAR and ZBCN, I would either lean toward XCN or Cookie DAO. Those are my two that I would say. Maybe Kita, maybe KTA. Cookie DAO has a lot lower of a market cap than a lot of the things. For as much money as I have in Cookie, it's one of the lower market cap coins. If you want something that's safe, that's going to grow value for you over time, you're not just looking at this cycle, but you're looking further down the line, like multiple cycles out. Bitcoin Cash is a good one too. But any of those three, those are like my top three right there. That's my fave three. What's up, Para? Um, you predict $1 trillion Bitcoin, Fabuloso. That's great. Yeah, well that will happen inevitably. Like statistically speaking, you guys understand, right? I hope we're all under the same agreement here that statistically, or not, maybe not statistically speaking, but the odds are, I guess statistically speaking, Bitcoin will inevitably hit $1 trillion price. Yes, it will inevitably happen because the dollar will keep approaching zero. It'll never be worth nothing, but it'll keep getting closer to being worth nothing, right? And by the time that the dollar hyperinflates, which might not be in my lifetime. We might not see $1 trillion Bitcoin in our lifetimes, but we're going to see it at some point. It's definitely going to happen. You know, I mean, humanity will definitely see that at some point if we're still around, right? I have a theory actually on humanity, by the way. Just getting away from crypto real quick. My theory is this, right? It's this: as technology advances, we have two paths. Either we're going to become a peaceful species, and thus we can live in harmony and not destroy each other, or at some point, technology is going to get so powerful, and it basically already is, that any kind of conflict will result in world ending calamity. So we're either going to destroy ourselves or we're going to find a way to be a peaceful species going forward, but we can't process through time, we can't proceed through time as a warfaring species at some point, right? And that's actually what gives me, I'm on a whole different level here right now, you guys, totally different thought here, but that's what gives me hope that if we ever do make contact with aliens, they'll be peaceful people. Because how could you achieve intergalactic capabilities if you aren't peaceful? You would have blown yourselves up by then. That's my thoughts, anyways. That was a good mushroom trip one time. Anyways, CM, what's up? Ready for an XCN champagne stream? Me too, brother. We're gonna get it soon. This is kind of like that, but without the champagne. We're trying to catch BTC on a live on new all-time highs. As soon as it does, we're just gonna end the stream. No, we're gonna be chilling. We're gonna be here for a couple hours probably. CM, thank you very much. Yeah, we're gonna get that probably by the end of October, if not sometime by the end of the year for sure. AXC, what's up? Hey, mate. I'm also very bullish on Toshi. Thank you. I appreciate you. You want to know what I think about Toshi has the X Factor? Why I think Toshi has the X Factor? I think Toshi has the X Factor because it's on base. It's Brian Armstrong's cat. It's another like meme that I think Brian Armstrong supports in himself. There are fundamental values behind Toshi. You can like do token streaming and stuff with like there's all these kind of fundamentals. It's more than just a meme coin, and it's clearly got a place. It's on Coinbase. It's on a lot of different exchanges. It's got exposure, and that's half the battle right there. It's also been outperforming the average altcoin thus far. Meme coins have a place. Mainly, they just have a place, and you could be like Mudang, where you don't have too much fundamentals behind it. You could be like Toshi, where there's a lot more fundamentals. Look into Toshi. Go on their X page. Go to x.com and type in Toshi. and just find out why. Mainly because I think this will be the biggest meme coin on Base, if not one of the biggest meme coins on Base. And you guys see what's going on with Binance Smart Chain right now, right? We go to Dex Screener. Look at all the Binance Smart Chain, all the Pancake Swap coins there are. It used to just be Solana. Now it's like 50-50, some Base here and there. Whenever it's Base's turn, whenever Base is the one that's up here, a coin like Toshi, you could really see this thing rip. And I think Coinbase is the second largest exchange in the crypto space. I don't see a scenario where Base doesn't become utilized. And Base is pretty good. It's pretty, cost effective. There's some caveats, but just like anything, there's caveats with it. But I think Toshi has a lot of room, mainly because of Base and because of the fact that it's Brian Armstrong's cat, who's literally the co-founder, the CEO, the head honcho behind Coinbase there. Let's see. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you, Bill Gardino. DM, what's up? To all the Toshinos out there. I like that. I like Toshino, yeah. Kevin Cole, yeah. Turbo as well. I think Turbo's got a lot of good fundamentals, too, for a meme coin as well. Why are major altcoins not pumping as much? That's a great question, Naveed Khan. So, typically, and what do I know? But this is just my experience in the last 3 bull markets now, right? Including this one. So this would be my 3rd bull market here. But typically, and let's actually analyze that. Let's do that real quick. My fellow bald-headed brother, what's up? What's up, man? Law number 4. I need to actually shave my head a little bit more. XCN and Cookie are going to the moon, and we're definitely going to talk about those guys in this stream here. I need to make a video on Cookie later today. Actually, I haven't done that yet. But let's look at the all-time history. Thank you, man. Law, appreciate you, man. Shout out to all the homies in here. Shout out to all the new homies. We're making friends and enemies. There's some, it's funny the amount of haters that I actually have cordial conversations with now, because we just talk so much crap to each other that eventually we become friends, right? You suck, you're always wrong, yeah, and your mother's and then eventually enough of that goes by and we actually start just making random jokes that we both appreciate. I don't know, it's funny. The friends that I make here are great, and then the enemies that I make here, they're also pretty great for the most part. Some people are crazy, man. I had a guy, I was going through my message requests because I get a lot of spam requests, and there was somebody I was looking for a message from on x.com. There's a guy that was like, oh, now your shame is real, bro. You're showing that you're really insecure about your YouTube comments and being right because you blocked me on YouTube. I don't block anybody on YouTube. If you're a scammer, I block you. But if I blocked you, it's because you're a scammer. It's not because you're saying... there's plenty of people that say hostile things to me all the time. You can go through any video. Go through any comment where that happens. Sometimes YouTube's just weird and you try to find your own comment and you can't find it, but it's still there. And sometimes they do. YouTube, I don't know what it is, but sometimes not all comments show. And I've seen that happen whenever I post comments on other people's channels too. And it's not that they block, it's just YouTube's weird sometimes. I don't know how to explain it, but some of these people are crazy, man. And he's like, you're going to get what's coming to you. You just started a shitstorm or something like that. He's like you just opened up a can of worms. I don't know what I did to this guy. I didn't do anything. But anyways, Hostile Territory says, in Cookie, XCN, Toshi, TAI, but Root, I'm deep red. Oh, nice. So you're not in the red with XCN, huh? Or TAI. Good. That means you got in early. You probably got in whenever I did. That's good. Or earlier even. That's great. Yeah, Root, you're in deep red. That's not good. I need to grab my notebook so that we can take some requests, okay? So, not yet. We're not going to do requests yet, you guys, but I am going to grab my notebook so that we can write some requests down. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here. I wanted, before I get to that, I do want to finish the thought that I got distracted on, which is that somebody was asking, why aren't altcoins pumping? So let's actually look at this real quick. That's a great question. Let's look at what is it total? What is it? Excluding stablecoins. Is this new? I want to see. Is that one too new? Do we have enough data? We do have enough data. Good. Okay, cool. Yes, going all the way back. Okay, so looking here, right? This is the total excluding stablecoins. Well, no, because that's going to include Bitcoin too. Do we have like total 2 or total 3 excluding stablecoins? Yes. Good. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, hold on. So we're going to do BTC USD index, and then we're going to change this to total. The total ESs are great, right? Total 3, so it takes out Bitcoin and Ethereum and stable coins. Okay, so this this is your altcoin chart, right? Bitcoin chart in the candlesticks, altcoin chart here. And the question we're answering is, why is Bitcoin moving up, but altcoins are staying stagnant? So going back to 2014 here, you'll notice bear market. Once the bear market ends, here's the beginning of the bull market for Bitcoin. No doubt about it right there. Okay. Were altcoins moving up? A little bit. Sure. They were moving up, right? Were they moving up at this fantastic pace? No. That came a little bit later, right? Whenever Bitcoin moved up here, notice how altcoins are moving up too, but not quite as much. By the time Bitcoin started to consolidate, that's when altcoins really rallied here, right? Bitcoin's moving up, Bitcoin's moving up, Bitcoin's moving up, altcoins are not moving up, but then Bitcoin and altcoins, they start to move up together, right? It just, Bitcoin moves up first, right? Bitcoin moves up first here, then it consolidates, then altcoins rally, and then they consolidate, and then Bitcoin runs up. The idea here, the logic is that people are taking profits from Bitcoin and shifting those into the altcoin markets. And then when altcoins pump and they're extended, they take their profits from altcoins and put it into the Bitcoin market, right? If you play between Bitcoin and altcoins and Bitcoin and altcoins and you time it right, it can actually be very profitable. And we've seen it on the charts here. It's a good way to, you don't need a leverage trade, but it's a good way to play the game if you're doing it right, right? Here, you know, Bitcoin's pumping right here, and I guess they consolidate at the same time. Here, Bitcoin tops off. Again, a perfect example of this. Bitcoin tops off here in December of 2017, middle of December, and then altcoins top off in January, like a month later, right? Here, Bitcoin tops off, it stops here. Altcoins, while Bitcoin's consolidating, altcoins continue to run for a couple months there, right? Like that's just how it happens. Bitcoin moves first, and then altcoins move. That's why. I hope that answers your question. Whoever that was that asked that. Bill Gardino, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hi, C-Zar. Your work is very much appreciated. Thank you, Kevin. Your kind words are appreciated. Kevin, common sense. Thank you. You're in the UAE and watch. Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. Best wishes to you too, my man. I hope it's cool over there. I know it can get hot over there. I actually have a few friends from the UAE. Man, you're making me think of some good people that I haven't talked to in a little while. I need to reach out to them. Um, I actually had, man, I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, good people, man. I got a couple buddies from the UAE and from Kuwait and just that side of the area or that side of the world. I don't know if UAE and Kuwait are cool or not, but I don't honestly don't know. I'm not familiar with the politics over there, so I won't say too much. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but watching from the Netherlands, hell yeah, JH. XPR video, we'll get one of those, yeah. Sonic Coin Bull Target. Mustafa, we'll get to that. I need to grab my notebook so that we can do some requests here. Hold on. Love your channel. Would you please do a honey video? Thanks. Love from the UAE. Thank you, Mansoor. Appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you very much. You're the best. Cheers from Brazil. Love your content. Hell yeah. I love it, man. From all over the world. Watching from Malta. See, this is why I love crypto, because you really do connect with people from all around the world if you want to. If you don't want to connect, just like any social media or whatever, you don't have to. But can we look at soon? We should definitely look at soon. Thank you, Cicada. Thank you, JY Travel Ventures. What's up, brother? I'm going to Constellation DAG. I'm going to go grab my notebook. I can see the requests are piling in here. I'm going to go grab my notebook so I can write the requests down, because I will not remember any of these. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Thank you all. Okay. Oh, I probably should have grabbed a glass of water while I was out, but that's okay. Normally with these streams, my voice starts to die because we're talking so damn much. But thank you guys. Feeling the love. Feeling the love. Zeus, what's up? Gregor Peary, what's up from Scotland? He's Scottish. I can't, Scottish. I don't know what it is, but when I do an Irish accent, it's a bit higher pitched. But when I do the Scottish accent, it's a little bit low. I can't. It's a little. I can't do it as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Scottish accents are harder for me to do. Maybe it's because I don't. I have one friend from Scotland, but literally only one, and I haven't seen him in years actually. Let's go, ha! Say it, merhaba Turkiye. Merhaba Turkiye. I hope I'm not putting a curse on my family, whatever that is. Mustafa, you better not be playing black magic on me. What's up, Jacob Jones? Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Moel with the 4-leaf clover. Can we check on Chainlink? Yeah, we'll check on Chainlink. I think that's a good one to start off with. We'll put that on the request list there. Zcash is a good one as well. Yes, let's look at Zcash. We'll do that. Yeah. Writing down some requests. I am taking requests. Throw them in, pile them on. XPR, yes. From Sweden. I love it. You guys, we're seeing people from all over. This is great, right? Like, you can make friends here. You can make friends in the Discord. You guys, whenever COVID started, most people in America weren't aware of what COVID was until like April of 2020. I was aware of COVID the week that the outbreak happened because of somebody that I was following who lives in China. Somebody who does crypto content, box mine. It wasn't box mining. Who was it? I can't remember his name. It might be box mining. He lives in China, and he literally was in the Wuhan district. So like crypto, you can be more aware of world affairs just by following people who are in crypto because they're all around the world. The January 6th insurrection, I watched that live. I literally watched that live as it was happening. I watched it live as they pushed the gates down and they're storming the Capitol building. I watched it live because Tone Vase was there and he was recording it live. Crypto's amazing, you guys. It's an amazing thing because not just because of the obvious technological implications that are there that could benefit humanity and the world as a whole. Hopefully, it benefits us and it doesn't condemn us. But also because of just the amount of it's worldly interconnected, man. Everybody all around the world is sharing, and it's great. Root. We'll do some root. Yeah, root. You guys are like, I don't care. I'm throwing my requests out here. SPA. I want to let you guys know the requests we have so far are Chainlink, Zcash, XPR, Root, and SPA in that order. I am going to write XCN and Cookie down just because I said that we'd talk about those in this, so I want to talk about those. We'll definitely make independent videos for those as well. VeChain, gotta love some VeChain here. I'm going to take 3 more requests because the list is already getting big. I'm going to take 3 more requests, and then we're going to end it there. Okay, let's see. So, Moonrocks. Hey, Moonrocks for Los Ronin. We're going to do Moonrocks. Yeah, there you go. Moonrocks. Moonrocks is a good one. The next one we'll do is Zora, Nox Till. I like it. Okay, Zora's a good one as well, actually. Nice. Good request here, guys. And then what do I think about NASDAQ 420, Enigma? You know, we can go over that. Let's do that. Let's do NASDAQ 420. I'll do one more request because I'm sure that NASDAQ 421 won't take too long. Swiftcoin for Gregor. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do Swiftcoin. Swift C, baby. All right, cool. And pause the requests. I'm sure that there's oh my God, there are so many of them. Wow. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Appreciate you, Eddie. DAG, Bill Gardino. We're going to throw DAG up the list, actually, because I was going to do DAG. We're going to put DAG after XPR, okay? DAG will be the 4th one that we talk about. I'm cheating. I'm cheating a lot there, but I actually did mean to write DAG on that. LTCN and BCHG. Yeah, we should do that too, actually. LTCN, BCHG. Let's do that. Okay, I really am gonna stop taking requests. Man, you guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. There's so many. It's just non-stop requests here, and I don't see a lot of spam. Either that, or there's just too many different requests that I can't even tell the spam. All right, guys, we're gonna do more requests. Understand we're going to do more requests, but now it's time to BS on your behalf. It's time on my behalf to do some TA so that we move through this. Pay attention, okay? Because I'm actually going to, I want this. We're going to delete this, and we're going to delete this, and I'll even delete this one. Yeah, we'll delete that. That way we can see the Bitcoin price here. Bitcoin price is over here, and we're going to look at, I can delete that as well. Hopefully it'll expand the price so it's easier to see. And we're going to just do the list. If we see Bitcoin hitting 123K again, if we're back above 123K, we're going to take a pause and see if we can catch this thing breaking out of its new all-time highs, okay? Daily time frame here. That might be the best approach. I really do think that we've got a lot, like, guys, we're not stopping, right? One day, over the past one day, we've moved up. We've done nothing but move up. We still have $2 billion in shorts. You understand? We're going to keep moving up, you guys. Shorts are fuel to the fire, the bullish endeavors that we're trying to get here, okay? Let's move on, okay? Here we are. Link, right? We're going to talk about Link. LINK-USD. Here we are. Coinbase. So Link is looking primed and ready to move up. Yeah, this is a nice phase of consolidation right here. Absolutely it is. I think this looks like a bull flag. Whether it is or isn't is not up to me to decide, but I think it looks like a bull flag. It certainly looks like bullish configuration, and what you're getting ready to do is not just break out of this zone, but break out of this zone overall. I theorize, and it's not a rare theory here. It's the same theory that I give a lot of altcoins, and it's because we're in that finale phase of the market, really, is that this next move is going to be the biggest move you've seen this cycle, right? This was cute. This was cute in comparison to what's coming, you guys. Thank you, Charmander. Go Birds, for sure. Go Birds. Who do they play? Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Charmander's an OG. Eagles schedule. Let's just see. Is it Broncos? Do they play the Broncos? You never know with the Broncos, man. I would think that the Eagles stomp the Broncos, but I'm just saying you never know, man. They're like they do good against teams they should lose to, and they do bad against the teams they should beat. You never know. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in Colorado. I like the Broncos. I more pity them. You know, there's another team that's my team, but we're not going to get into that now because they don't win too much. but it's the Houston Texans. But the Broncos, yeah, man, you never know. I would think that'd be an easy win, but every time I think the Broncos are definitely going to lose, that's where they actually shine. And when you think they're going to win, it's an easy win. They shit the bed. Bo Nix is good. No, he is definitely good. Don't underrate him, is what you mean, Mexican. Yeah, no, he is good. I think he is. They finally got a good quarterback since Peyton. Nothing compared to Peyton, but anyways. Salam from Dagestan. What's up, Pino Q? Thank you, man. Salam. Or is it Selam? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I hope I'm saying it right. I'm just as bad. Saints. Mark Mueller. See, I like the Saints because of Drew Brees, and I pity the Saints the same way I pity the Broncos. It's like you guys used to be good, and you just can't catch a break now. You know, I get it, man. Go baseball. Yeah, Gilbert. Thank you very much. Can you look into Swiftcoin price prediction? Shubumjit Rakhara. We're going to talk about Swiftcoin. Absolutely. We'll get to Swiftcoin in this video. But getting back to work here, trying not to get distracted. You guys are great. You guys are very distracting. And I like that. Y'all make me nervous. And I like that. Anyways, looking at this here on the weekly time frame, the RSI is very positive overall, right? We've got higher lows, higher highs, getting overbought. We're bouncing off of this area. It seems as though our next trajectory would take us into the overbought zone. We haven't been in the overbought zone. Like, we got into it here and then came out of it, but we haven't really been in the overbought zone since back here last year. So again, just kind of going in line with what I'm saying, I think we're going to see a move like this, but likely bigger. Why? This move did not break out. It was a fake out move. Really, it was just a continuation of the same thing. We're just consolidating here, right? This move likely will break us out. And if we're breaking out of a move or a consolidation phase we've been in really since November of 2023, I would anticipate a very strong move. If we're getting a stronger reading in the RSI than we've seen really since last year, we're probably going to be seeing the strongest move of the year come to play. And then with that in mind, right, if we see a move of a similar magnitude to this, what might that promote? That would likely promote new all-time highs. So you're gonna see some robust behavior come out of Link here over the coming weeks and months. I would very much expect that Chainlink's at new all-time highs by the end of this year. And from here, I mean, you could be at $100 by the end of October. It's possible you could see that kind of movement. I'm serious. I know it sounds crazy, but guys, it's very possible. We make some robust movements when we're breaking out of long-term consolidation phases, okay? And Chainlink hasn't really let loose the goose in too long. This was a taste, but this is different. We might just be, instead of at this area, we might be at our all-time high area at about 40 to 53 bucks by the end of October, and then going into the end of the year, reaching for that $100 or more. I would think at a minimum we're at $100 by the end of the year. We could really be, man, Chainlink could be worth $200 by the end of the year. I'm not even kidding. Going into the end of the cycle, I would expect that we do see prices that are somewhere in this $407 to $530 area. And at the most, I think we could see something that's around $1,000 for Chainlink. Could we see more? Let's just see. What kind of market caps are we dealing with here? Come on, Chainlink. $15 billion. So $15 billion for Link here. Let's see. 10x is 150, 40x is 600. Yeah, I genuinely believe Chainlink could see a 1000x or a $1,000 price by the end of the cycle, but that's like the cap, okay? Who am I to say that that's the cap? Maybe you go up to 2000, but I think 1000 is a good cap, 400 is a good minimum by the end of the cycle. And $200 by the end of the year, if not something well above 100, I would very much expect at least 100 by the end of the year. But you got a lot of growth to go, you guys. Chainlink's looking great. Looking phenomenal. I want to look at the monthly time frame, then we'll move on. Yeah, the monthly RSI is fantastic. Like, all these indicators are great, you guys. You look so great. So freaking great. You haven't seen your move yet. you're really in this long accumulative phase here. You're about to rip. We haven't seen alt season come to life, and when you do, you're going to get movements, behavior that's more typical to this here. Andy MB29, appreciate. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, I love talking about Zbek. I got a lot of love from the Zebekians now. I used to get a lot of hate from the Zebekians because nobody liked me calling for the price to go down, but I think as time validated that I wasn't just a hater of ZBCN, I was just trying to be logical. And then Rob was on my side too. He's like, hey guys, he's not saying he hates it. He's just saying it's probably going to go down. We did a 10x in a month. It's probably going to go down. He had my back. Shout out to Crypto Future, by the way, on that note. Easy money. Looking forward to the next cookie video. Thank you, my man. I wouldn't say I'm an Eagles fan, but speaking on America's behalf, I think a lot of people didn't want to see the Kansas City Chiefs win another Super Bowl. Although it would have been cool to see them win 3 in a row. Like that would have been pretty historic at the same time. I think everybody's a little bit of an Eagles fan, but you're a Cowboys fan, so of course you don't like the Eagles. But hey, Cowboys, Texas, Houston Texans, are we technically rivals? I don't know. I like the Cowboys, though. I really do like the Cowboys. I miss the Tony Romo days, honestly. But Dak Prescott's great. Anyways, I actually have a couple Cowboys people on my fantasy team. Can you do XLM? Yeah, we could throw XLM in there. We can definitely throw XLM. Appreciate you, Easy Money. Hey, we won't let our sports politics get in the way of our friendships, okay, guys? That's or maybe you'll let them build your friendships even more, right? Some of my best friends are the people that are on rivaling teams from the teams that I like. Let's see. We got Swiftcoin on the list, absolutely. I'll put Jasmy. Losers watch sports, says Dennis Rizzo. Well, that's very kind of you, sir. I'm assuming you don't watch sports. Rizzo just does sports, man. All he does is surf. That's all he does. I don't know, actually, if that's all he does. I know that you got the Rizzo surfing, though. What's up, Dennis? Speak. Let's see. Metal blockchain. We can do. Okay, I'll write those two down as well. SPK and Metal MTL. But then I'm going to get back to work here, okay? Because we're I've done one request. Zcash USD. You know, I was talking to, or sorry, not Zcash, ZEC. I was talking to one of my buddies. When it comes to people I know in the real world, he's probably the only person whose advice I would like genuinely take when it comes to crypto. Shout out to Leaf on that note. And he was talking about how Zcash might be heavily undervalued, and I didn't really think about it, but it really, really could be. I mean, we're looking at this guy's 2.2 billion. You look at the tokenomics. Once they load. Come on, you know you want to. I got, Metal, not MTL. Okay, S. All right, Metal. METAL. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Isn't this the Israeli one? I don't think so, Vision. I don't know. I thought it was the African one. I thought Zcash was big in Africa. Like it's like the, not Kanye. Who is it? Akon. 2.2, but I don't know. 2.2 million, 2.2 billion, 16 million supply, 21 million total max supply, just like Bitcoin. It's an OG. And regardless of what the conspiracies are, or maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Oh, I miss Brian Cushing too, man. Yeah. Or what was his name? Freaking, I can't remember his name. Who was it? The big dude. We called him, not Meg. Was it Megatron? Was that his nickname? What? Or is that a different team? What was his name? He was big black dude, athletic dude, killer. He didn't play nice with his teammates, and that's why they let him go. You know who I don't miss? The Dr. Robitussin. I don't miss Bill O'Brien. That's who I don't miss. I liked him at first, but I don't think he was good for the team, man. I miss JJ Watt too. EHEX. I don't know what EHEX is, but we'll get to that. Sure. I got you, SWE builds. By the way, guys, if we don't hit your requests today, which I have a feeling we're going to start to get to requests that we're not going to hit, I will do the classic thing that I normally do, which is a live stream leftovers video where I take all the requests that we've got down here. If I've said that I will do them, I promise you I will do them. They will either get their own videos or most likely be put in that one video. It'll be like an hour or 2 hours long of just a bunch of different requests that we haven't finished on this video. So if I don't get to it on this live stream, if you have to go and you're wondering when your request is going to be done, check the live stream leftovers video. That it should be on there. Absolutely, it should be. JC, C-Zar, hope all is well. Thank you very much, JC. That means a lot. What do you see Gary, Miria, and XDB at the end of the bull run? So 1 request per person, JC. Okay, I haven't said it yet this video, and that's on me. But I'll tell you what, I will do a quick on Gari, Miria, Myria, whatever it is, Miria, and XDB. Just this once. Nobody else play the game, okay? Because I'm not gonna follow suit. I don't care if you tip money. I'm doing the first request. But because this one's going to be quick, I can do end of cycle stuff. That would be easy. I can do end of cycle analysis on all 3 of those. Yeah, it won't be easy, but it'll be easier than doing like an in-depth analysis on the short term to the long term and building it out from there. So I'll put all 3 of those on there, and I'll make a little symbol next to it to know that it's end of cycle. But again, that might be, you know, if that gets to the live stream leftovers, I might just do all 3 of them. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to move on now. We're gonna talk about Zcash, okay? Zcash, again, I think it has serious potential. It's an OG. It's been around since 2017. It's literally been through 1 bull market, 2 bull markets. You're in your 3rd bull market now, 2 full bear markets. You've been around for a long time. Very solid chart, actually. Okay, now it's not the best chart in the world, but you do have a 1, 2, triple bottom. You have a triple bottom. And if this is accumulation, if this is long-term accumulation, you break out of this, you guys, you're going to see a market cap that's a lot more than 2 billion. You could really, I mean, dude, you could 100x from here. My friend who I was talking about, who he's really the only person that I know in the real world, like personally, whose advice I would take. He's pretty smart whenever it comes to investing, not just in crypto, but just in life. He's a pretty strategic person, and he made a good point about Zcash. And it's making me think a little bit more into it. And I will say, it's probably not a good time to buy Zcash. Maybe I should have led with that, right? Probably not a good time to buy Zcash. Why? Because nothing else is moving. But Zcash is. In my 3 bull markets of experience, we've already identified a couple of them that have done it this cycle so far, like in the past month. Whenever everything else is being boring, but this one coin is pumping, this one's the distraction, right? You guys remember CRO? Everybody remember Kronos, right? Everything was being boring, but not CRO. CRO pumped. And by the time people bought this thing, it started to dump. And that's when everything else actually started to move up, right? This thing started to dump in the first week of September and on. Everything started to pump in the first week of September. So don't get distracted, right? Don't get shiny object syndrome. Whatever coins you're holding, Cookie DAO, Toshi, whatever. Toshi's probably not down actually, but whatever your coin might be that's being boring, it looks like this. Don't sell this coin for the coin that's up here, because now this coin's going to consolidate. It'll continue to run, but it's going to probably consolidate. Let's look at the short-term stuff, just because you have moved up so much in such a little time. Look at that. Bearish divergence, okay? I want to look at this on something with some volume real quick. Coinbase, perfect. No volume on this next attempt, right? A lot of volume here, but it was dying off. Clearly no interest. You're going to come back down. You're going to do one of 2 things, okay? Either 1, you're going to consolidate and hold this area as support. Or 2, you're going to go lower. And if you go lower, we'll go over that. But you'll probably go back down to around $100, but above, below 120, but above 110. That'd be my guess. Stochastics look bearish. MACD, everything else is suggesting more downside. Bearish divergence on your 4-hour time frame. Very, very nice move up, right? You've got the uptrend. Typically, these upward trends end in the overbought zone with bearish divergence, which is everything and more. It's exactly what you have. So I would expect some kind of a pullback from here. We look at the daily time frame, and we take a low to, I want to take this low. I want to take this low to a high here. That would take you, look at that, right to your 236. In the most bullish moves that we see in the market, you hold the 236 for support. Being that you're in what I can see as a long-term accumulative phase, it might make sense that you hold 113 as support. But if you go lower, guess what? You have other areas to find support down right here, and you also find support at the 382. If you go lower than that, you can find support at a prior area of resistance here, right around your 0.5. Right? All right there. So anything from, what's crazy is you're worth $137 right now, massive run. You could pull all the way back to $75. You could. This is crypto. Bet your sweet you-know-whats that you can. Absolutely you can. 50% drops, 40% drops are not something that we are estranged to in these markets, right? I don't believe Zcash goes to $75. I don't even believe that we go to $90. I do believe we hold 113. But if I'm wrong, these are the target areas to consider. Okay, if I was looking to buy Zcash, in other words, I wouldn't buy here. I would buy at probably right around 115 or any dollar amount below 120. Why? But why are you saying 120? Why are you saying 115, C-Zar? Why not 113? That's where the line is, because I like to buy ahead of the line. I don't like to buy at the line. I like to buy ahead of the line. I will sit through pain. I'm okay with sitting through a little pain and accepting that it goes lower. right? But same kind of thought here. If you buy here, you have to accept that it could go to 75, and if it goes down lower, you only buy more. That's it, right? That's the real trick here. But I think that you're in such a robust move. I would expect you hold $90 to $120 of support, probably right there at 110 to 120, and then you continue to move up. Where are you going to go? I don't know. Nobody knows, but I would expect you're probably going to see $1,000 and beyond by the end of this year if you keep the pace up. Genuinely, by the end of this year, $1,000 and beyond. And with this kind of market cap, man, and the amount of time that you've been exposed to the markets, this thing could 100x from here, no problem. This might be one of the few coins in the top 50 that has 100x potential this cycle, genuinely. I'm going to start thinking about some Zcash, you guys. Maybe not here, but just something to put on the radar. That's for damn sure. You know what? I need to put this on the latest and greatest. Let's do it. ZEC, latest edition right here. We're going to add it on there. Boom. There we go. XPR is the next one. I'm going to BS a little bit in between these, okay? We'll BS a little bit. And then after this, we're going to talk about DAG, and then we'll talk about Root, SPA, and XCN, and Cookie DAO, okay? And then we got a lot more. You're tired, Grandpa. I'm sorry. Lissandro, when is anything going to do anything? Don Lee, soon. The answer is soon. We actually answered this question earlier using this chart here. Bitcoin typically moves first, and then altcoins move. Typically, Bitcoin moves first, and then altcoins move. But we have Bitcoin moving, and we have Ethereum moving, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, I guess Ethereum's a little stagnant today, but they're both moving. They are both moving, and then altcoins move. So I would assume next week or the following week. I think, you guys, this next 3 to 6 month period is going to be everything that we've wanted out of alt season. It's going to be spectacular. I'm ready to, Fission. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, it's going to, man. Bitcoin Cash is absolutely going to skyrocket. We're on the edge of our seats with that thing, man. It's just a matter of time. What are we at right now? 606. It could. I mean, dude, we should honestly put Bitcoin Cash here too, because it might be a 2-for-1. We might get the breakout on BTC and on BCH. Victor or Vitor MG. Hi, C-Zar. I believe you should consider the possibility of the cycle running until late 2026, early 2027, based on ISM liquidity analysis. That is likely the case, actually. What do you think? So I'm familiar with the ISM liquidity, the business cycle stuff, right? It could. That's a good argument. But ultimately, I'm gonna gauge euphoria. If we have peak euphoria that we haven't seen since 2021, and it comes in Q2 of 2026, I doubt we're going to continue into 2027, right? And crypto can move up, crypto can move down even while the business cycle continues on a little bit. But it depends. It depends, you know? It really does depend. Well, we should do a video on that specifically. I'll actually look, hold on. ISM, and we'll do M2. Yeah, we'll do all that. It's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible, but personally, I don't think that happens. I would love it if that happens, Vitor, but I don't think that happens. On the negative side to that, if the cycle continues into late 2026, early 2027, then I would anticipate we're probably due for a pretty boring next 6 months, right? There will be some, but it's just going to be more of the same of what the cycle's been, where we're slowly moving up, consolidating. You know, it's going to take more time, which is great, more time to accumulate. But your patience, which has already been, if you're like me, your patience is already pushed to the wall. It's going to be pushed through the wall if we continue that late. I don't know. Time will tell. Vitor, I accept it as a possibility. I don't believe it's going to happen. I would give it a 90% chance of not happening, would be my guess. But 10%'s kind. Packwoods, just real quick, crypto YouTuber made a meme coin, and it's actually doing really good. Based off Clash of Clans, it's called Clash. Okay, I'll write that down. You know, if it's a YouTuber, that's great. Not all YouTubers though have their audience's best interests in mind. They're aware of the kind of power they have. Like me, if I wanted to make a meme coin, or I wanted to support a random low cap meme coin and put all my money into it first, slowly over like a couple weeks, and then tell you guys about it, I could make a lot of money. I could really siphon off a lot of money from my viewers. I don't do that. I'm not that type of person. That's what we don't do that kind of stuff. Even if I believe in and I do invest in low cap meme coins, I actually don't talk about them often. It's very rare, unless I get behind a project that I can like actually see going forward. I don't tell people, because if I talk about something and then my audience gets in, somebody puts in 5K or 10K, which not everybody has access to that, but I know that there are some viewers out there that have that, that can send the price up a lot. And I could make easy money. Like Packwoods Willie, whoever it is, I just hope that they're a good YouTuber. I hope they have some character. Everybody has a problem with everybody, you know, and a lot of YouTubers in the space, they do use their audience for money. So just be aware of that, okay? That doesn't mean it can't do well. We're going to look at it. I don't know anything about the YouTuber you're talking about. Maybe he's a good guy or she's a good girl. I don't know. What's your thoughts on Flare, FLR? It's been a while since we talked about Flare. It's been a while, Maserati Rock. We'll talk about it. It's been a while, though. I think it's good. That much. Let's see. Someone said, send me ETH, bro. No. You got to make it yourself, bro. You got to get there. Thank you, Zenable. Appreciate you, man. It's George from Cryptos RS. Oh, I love George. Yeah, I actually, wow. Okay, yeah. George is somebody, I don't know him personally, but I think everybody in the space loves George. If you guys don't know George from Cryptos RS, give him a follow. He's pretty chill, right? He's an OG in the space. He's been around. He might be boring at times, might be exciting at times, whatever. Aren't we all? I like George. I actually like Cryptos RS a lot. Cryptos RS. I like that a lot. Yeah. I know George. Yeah. I don't know him personally. I wouldn't mind knowing him. George, if you're out there, if you're watching this, reach out, bro. I would love to collab. Thank you, Pinot Q. Appreciate you. Can you do an update on Toshi? We will. I think Toshi's on the list. It's not on the list, but I'll talk about Toshi today. I'll make an independent video of Toshi today. Okay. I definitely believe Toshi's about to rally. Car vlogger. All good, bro. Question mark. Inspo subject for your next XCN video. Analysis. How much later the pumps come in and compared to BTC pumps. Okay. Yeah, we could try that. I get you. Here, let me take a screenshot of that so I don't have to write it down. I'll do that. Let's see. Maserati Rock. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Good job. Good job. I don't know what that means, Dixon Trades, but good job. Yeah, George is really cool. He is really cool. Yay. That makes me a lot more confident. I will say, once you look at the coin, the price action is very, very interesting. All right. Well, I can't cheat because that's way down the list. I can't cheat. It makes me want to look at it right now, but we're not going to. Thoughts on CRV? We'll do that. We'll do that as well. I'm going to stop taking requests. We're going to get back to work, okay? Shafiq Yunus. I like your name. Moonwell TA. End of cycle potential. Yeah, I got you. We'll go over Moonwell. And you want end of cycle stuff? We'll do that. We'll do that. Rose. We can do Rose. Are we in the super cycle? So one more thing before we get into work here, okay? One more thing. I'm going to get my big face on here because that's a great question. Somebody asked, OG Paradox asked, C-Zar, do you think we're in the super cycle? I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. This is my third bull market. And throughout this cycle, I've called out a lot of things as BS that have come out to be true as BS, okay? In the beginning of the cycle, everybody was saying we're going to have a left translated bull cycle. I said that was wrong. Throughout the cycle, everybody said the 4-year cycles are done. Super cycle now. That's what we're doing. I think that's wrong too. There are people now starting to say that we're going to go into 2027 or late 2026 for the end of the bull market. I also say that's wrong. But what I believe is that the 4-year cycles will always be a thing. They'll always be a thing. And this is why, and people have a hard time wrapping their heads around this, right? This is how people legitimize it. And I'm sure a lot of you probably think the 4-year cycles are done. I'm sure a lot of you do. So I know I'm not really preaching to the choir here. I'm preaching against the choir. But just hear me out. Most Bitcoins are out, right? They're in circulation. Let's actually look at this real quick. Hold on. Okay, in this correspondence to the super cycle theory, right? We're going to talk about the fundamentals of economics. Economics, before cryptocurrency ever existed, before the stock market ever existed, the fundamentals of economics. It's a fundamental law. What is it? Do you guys know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. You'll hear it and you'll be like, oh, of course. It is supply and demand. Supply and demand is one of the most fundamental things when it comes to any kind of business, any kind of economy at all. Supply and demand is the most important thing. Okay. Now, while the total supply is at 20 million right now, the max supply is 21 million. We're 90% of the way there. Every 4 years, this is my argument for why the 4-year cycle will exist and it'll never go away until Bitcoin stops doing halvings. Every 4 years, we go through a supply shock. Not with a total supply of Bitcoin, right? That supply shock's being taken away. Every day there's people that are buying and taking their Bitcoins and putting them into cold storage. That's happening every day. But the amount of Bitcoins that are being produced every day gets cut in half every 4 years. I don't care how much supply is left versus how much is left to mine. Or how much is on the table versus how much is left to mine. There is a 4-year dynamic there. Every day, the amount, imagine we had 90% of the gold unearthed right now, all in vaults. And the amount of gold that we're mining every day got cut in half 4 years from now. That's a supply shock. That would orchestrate a pump in the price. Because even if the demand stays the same, but the supply daily is now being cut in half, that's going to directly attribute some gains to the price. Now, is it going to be less so? Is it going to be at a diminishing effect compared to what we saw in prior bull markets? Yes, absolutely. Most of the supply is already out there. Absolutely. But I don't believe that 4-year cycles are going away. I don't believe in the super cycle. Maybe inevitably we'll get a super cycle, but I don't believe it's happening now. I called BS on the left translated cycle. I'm calling BS on the super cycle, and I'm calling BS on the thought that we don't have 4-year cycles anymore. I'm very adamant about 4-year cycles, okay? Thank you very much, Richie. Appreciate you. You know what? This hat's actually really small, and it fits now that my head is bald. Now that I've shaved my hair, it actually fits on me a little bit better. So I can actually wear it, which is nice. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little detour. Let's get back to work, okay? We're going to do some work now, baby. We're going to get to we're going to work it out. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe if you like working it out. Here we go. 0.0063 is the price, okay? Bitcoin is looking like it's making another run up here, you guys. We're going to pay attention to it, okay? We're going to pay attention. We'll see. We might see new all-time highs here in this stream. That's the goal, right? And then I'm just going to end it abruptly. Probably not. XPR, I very much believe right now, is on a one-track mission all the way up to this area here, up to 5 cents and beyond. For a long time, we were considering that we'd stop somewhere below 5 cents, but I'm very much, especially with how long we've consolidated here, I'm very much under the impression that we get a very similar move to what we had here, and we do rip up to 5 cents. I wouldn't be surprised if this move was bigger, right? And actually, let's do this real quick. Hold on. Jake the Snake, love from Crypto Otaku and Crypto Future. Thank you, Jake the Snake. Appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. I love Crypto Future. I don't know Crypto Otaku, but I love you too, whoever Crypto Otaku is. I might have to look him up. Thank you, Dylan Hill. Appreciate you. Yeah, my head's not poorly shapen, is it? My wife says it's pointy. Maybe from the side. Is it pointy from the side? I don't know. Maybe my parents let me sleep on one side of my head or on my face, whatever that means. If we saw a similar move here, that would take us to about 2.5 cents. So this is why I think largely back here, we were anticipating that we would not get to prices above here and that we'd stop here. But because of how long you've consolidated, I think this next move will be bigger. I believe very confidently that this next move will be bigger than this last move. Okay, and it'll probably take less time too. So I wouldn't be surprised if ultimately by the end of the year you saw a 5 cent price. XPR. Come on now, high to low. Let's get the low. Oh, almost there, almost all right there. High to low right there. At least 3 cents by the end of the year, if not something that is above 5 cents. And ultimately, I think, yeah, I mean, dude, you could be at 3 cents by the end of October. You could even be at 5 cents by the end of October. But I think that by the end of the year, you'll be at new relative highs compared to 5 cents, at least 5 cents, if not higher. By the end of the cycle, we should be seeing a 16 cent price, maybe as high as a 78 cent price. You could push for $1. It could happen. You have a low enough market cap. What's XPR's market cap? It's like 100 million, right? 100 and something, 176 million. You have a low enough market cap where you could see that kind of behavior. But that's kind of pushing the limits. I think 78 cents is a max. And really, honestly, probably like 30-something cents as a minimum. I doubt you stop at 16 cents. You could really be here by the end of the year. But it just depends. It depends. XPR does look pretty damn good. Troll. TROL for T. All right, we'll check out Troll. One of those meme coins. One of those massive meme coins, right? One of those meme coins we could have bought at the lows, but no, we let it run high. Let's see here. Downtrend, you're in a bit of a downtrend on your daily RSI. To be fair, stochastics look like they're coming up and the MACD is crossing green, so you might be breaking out of this downtrend here pretty soon. You're getting overbought, you're not getting oversold, which is nice, but in all fairness, typically with these downtrends, you would expect that you do continue lower. So if XPR does consolidate over this next week, don't get shiny object syndrome. You can consolidate next week. It could be the middle of October, and then you break out. That's fine. Who cares? Don't worry about what the rest of the market's doing. I'm sure XPR is going to do fine. Just be patient, okay? With that being said, will you move lower? I don't know. The daily time frame kind of suggests that on the RSI, but not on the stochastics. Stochastics looking like you're finding support. The RSI looks bullish on the 4-hour. I would just be patient. If you move down, who cares? I think really you're on the precipice of breaking out, and your next target area would be at least 2.5 cents, if not something around 5 cents or more. I really do believe that. And that might be by the end of October. Further than that, by the end of the year. Zach Bedford, what's up, my friend? Thanks for the emotional support videos. Hell yeah, I appreciate. I am glad that you guys like those videos. I actually really enjoy making those videos, honestly. I get hyped up. I feel like you guys probably get hyped up too. I get a lot of positive feedback on those, and you know, I do like doing that. I feel like I'd be a good motivational speaker, but I don't know, man. I don't know. At the same time, I get weird. I get a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Nitpicky. I get peculiar. Like if I say something as a general term, I'll take it back and be like, well, but there's an exception here. Like I get caught up in my words. I get caught up in the semantics. Anyways, we've been in the trenches, but I'm feeling it now more than ever. We are getting the party started. You know it, Zach. You know it, brother. Thank you very much. Been here for a very long time. Appreciate you, man. Love these videos. Thank you, Richie. Appreciate you. Top C. Ha ha ha. I love it. I love you, Rizzo. You're the man. Even if you don't like sports. Well, you like sports. You probably just don't like to watch them, right? Because you seem like an active person. Maybe not team sports. When do you think XCN is going to pop off? Tomorrow, believe what I see. Maybe next week. I would honestly think probably next week. I think most altcoins are going to come alive next week, if not the week after. Genuinely, I think these following weeks are going to be great. Thank you, TCC. I appreciate you. BNB Frog for Void. We can try that. Yeah. BNB memes are doing pretty hot right now. CZ's making his presence known in the crypto space. Let's see here. PS, don't BS. You're straight to the point. It's what's needed. Thank you, Preston. Appreciate you, my friend. BSV is the Bitcoin with the original protocol. Is that true? I don't know. You get more viewers than Sin City Crypto. I don't know who Sin City Crypto is, but that's awesome. Thank you. Shout out to Sin City. Sorry to give to ratio, but I like watching surfing. You know, some people too, they fake their viewers. Like they get fake subscriptions. I've never done that. I've never paid to have fake comments or subscriptions because it's like, why? Why? I have to keep paying. It's just for appearances. It's to make me feel good. Am I impressing a girl? No, I've got my wife and I've got my family. Like I don't know. I've seen some people, they'll have like twice the subs that I have, and they don't get a lot of, they'll get like 30 viewers in their live streams, but they only go live. So I don't know what it is. Like I'm thinking they have to have fake subs, but I'm not saying that that's what this person has. I'm just saying, oh, what's up, XDead? BCHG, $45 to $200. I think so, bro. I think it'll even go. We'll see. T, the one you're looking at, it's on Coinbase. That was the wrong troll. I'm not looking at. It's the one you're looking at. It's on Coinbase. I didn't look at troll yet. Okay, we're gonna look at troll. It's on the very bottom of the list. Understand, you guys. If you've requested, right here, T, tell me right now, troll. It's this one, right? It's this one, right? That one. It's got to be that one, right? Or is it this one? Troll.run. Tell me in the comments below. I'll try and look. I'll try and look out just for T specifically right now. Is it troll.run or troll soul? Just let me know. I'll wait for you to respond because I know there's a little bit of a lag. But again, for anybody that doesn't know, all these requests, probably like the last 10 or 20 requests, are probably not going to get done in this video because I've got like 30 something requests on this video and we are just not making progress at all. I'm on the third one right now. We're about to be on the fourth one. Troll Soul, that's the one. Troll Soul. I thought it was Troll Soul. This one. Right, that one there. T, you're not responding, T. Where are you at, bro? All right, XPR. Let's talk about DAG. DAG now. DAG. Constellation. Nothing can compare with XCN. I think XCN, dude, I really think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be like, why didn't I invest in this thing? Why didn't I look into it more? Because everybody's aware of the ones that pump. But whenever YouTubers don't talk about something, they're like, it's not worth investing in. But the YouTubers only talk about things they're paid to talk about. When I say the YouTubers, I don't mean all of them. Okay, good. Thank you, T. Um, uh, when I talk about YouTubers, I just mean like the big ones, right? Like there's clearly the ones that are accepting partnerships for coins. It's pretty obvious to figure out who those people are. And they're not bad people. They're just hustling. They're doing things differently than I would do it. But I forget what kind of point I was trying to make there. So let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's talk about DAG, okay? Here we are in this consolidation phase. I'm just saying I'm not the type of person to promote coins unless I believe in them. I don't accept payments to talk about coins. That's not what happens. And XCN, that's what it was. XCN, whatever somebody was saying about that. Why can't I remember? Let's see. Nothing could be compared. Yeah, the reason why I think a lot of people are going to have a bad taste when it comes to XCN is it's one of those coins that's pumped. Everybody's aware of it. They watch what coins pump, but nobody invested in it because they didn't have their YouTuber buddies telling them to invest in it. And they didn't tell them to invest in it because they didn't get paid to tell people to invest in it. So it's going to be one of those coins that are going to be like, oh, I could have invested in it, but nobody told me to. If you do your own research, you'll see that XCN is actually very undervalued. I think it's very, very undervalued. 1 million cookie here. Hell yeah, good job. Good for you, Tangzilla. 2.7 cents right now, 28 days left in this beautiful month of October. As you can see, as I was drawing here while I was talking, I think we're in a diamond bottom pattern. Diamond bottoms, typically when you break out, you do move at a high velocity. I would expect that as fast as you move down, you're going to move up even faster. Do I have ADHD hostile territory? I don't believe in ADHD or ADD personally. So I don't know. I've never been diagnosed with that, but I don't believe in that. I just believe, some people have high energy, some people don't. That's okay. Not trying to insult anybody. When I say stuff like that, people get they get offended. I don't know how that's offensive. I don't know why. Because you're not acknowledging my disorder. Whatever. What if I'm not acknowledging my own disorder? Like, who cares? Whatever. I don't believe in it. I just don't believe in giving kids medication because they have extra energy or because they can't focus on things, because they're in a boring classroom. Whatever. I have friends who took ADHD medication as kids, and we loved them so much more when they were off their ADHD medication. Genuinely. We loved them so much more. They might have been better students, but they were better people, better friends when they were off their medication. But it's not for everybody. Some people are better people with the medication. Some people need it, whatever. They might think they need it. I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm not a psychologist. I'm just saying, no, I don't think I have ADHD. I think I do have a lot of energy, but I eat good. I eat good food. Good food will give you a lot of energy, guys. I'm telling you right now, if you feel like you don't have a lot of energy, start eating good food, whatever that means, like actually good food. Cut out the junk. Cut out anything that's got high fructose corn syrup. Cut out the bread. Cut out the junk. Eat good food. Tell me if you don't sleep less because you have so much energy. I'm telling you. You changed since you got your haircut. You're not the same C-Zar we know anymore. That's right. I'm actually a clone, and because of my recent cloning, whenever clones come out, don't you know they don't have hair? And I'm definitely not the same C-Zar anymore. No, I'm a different guy now, and you've caught on to me. So because you've said that, DIT, I'm going to come for you now, and we're going to clone you, and you're going to get a shaved head, and you too will be different. Sean Morrissey, T-Bull Wicked, 165%. Somebody must have, bro. We'll put T-Bull on the list too. We haven't talked about T-Bull in a while. I don't know. Somebody must have put in a fat bag, right? I think Tron memes are coming up. Let's see here. Let's see. Neuralink C-Zar. That's right. I would only get Neuralink if I needed it, probably. Bullzar, Bull Shave Zar, B3. We could talk about B3, yeah. Or Kanye, yeah, just like Kanye. Or Britney Spears. I'm in my Britney phase, okay? It's C-Zar, bitch. You rock, C-Zar. Are you still on B3? I'm about to buy 1 million. Hell yeah. Emilios, man, I do like B3. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Do your own research. If you like it, I think it's a good project. I really do. I don't know how it hasn't pumped yet. Just because it looks good does not mean that it has to do good, though. I've invested in plenty of projects that had great intentions. They had all the fundamentals to back up their pumps, and it just never happened because they didn't market properly. But I think B3 really, I think there's some special things going on, especially with the whatever it is, the like AI arena betting. There's some pretty cool things going on with B3. And when gaming takes off, I think B3 is primed, especially because it's interactive with base. It might be a real sleeper. And I think there's accumulation going on. We're gonna talk about B3 too, probably in the live stream leftovers. I love when your daughter get her voice in every video. God bless. Thanks, man, Sora. Yeah, man. She is a hellion. She gets that from me and from her mother, I think. My wife is very calm, very mild mannered, but don't piss her off, man. She will not be mild mannered then. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I'm glad to hear that, because I don't know how people think of that. If they're annoyed with it, well, I live with a 3-year-old, so you're gonna get that 3-year-old saying things in the background sometimes. Shave the eyebrows next. Go Anders. Yeah, bro. Oh, I might have to. I might have to shave the eyebrows next. That's hilarious. Let's see. Am I glitching out? I don't know if I'm glitching out. I'm going to turn up the performance. Hopefully that'll evade some of the glitching. I don't know. But let's just see. Shave the eyebrows next. What's up, Go Anders? Good to see you, brother. We were just talking about you earlier, talking about how Zcash, might be a good one to invest in. Do you think BTC will bounce between 122 to 124K for the remainder of the weekend, then blast through once we get confirmation on a weekly basis? Big dog. Here's my thoughts on that. Actually, let's actually, because this is a BTC focused stream, let's actually look at this real quick. Hold on. BTC futures, right? Here's my thoughts. We could bounce around, but I think right now we're on the precipice of breaking out to new all-time highs. Either we're going to do that, what you're saying, we're either going to consolidate over the weekend and then break out next week, or we're going to break out over the weekend and we're going to leave behind another wick, and we're going to, or another gap, and the gap people are going to be sad, right? We've already got 2 gaps to the downside. They're so positive that we're going to fill these gaps that they're throwing in $2 billion of shorts in volume. There will probably only be more piled on over the weekend if we do get another gap. I think we're going to gap up this weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. So I actually think we will move up a little bit over the weekend, and then probably move down over the week. Not move down, but just correct back a little bit. Draw them on. That's if I shave my eyebrows off, I will draw them, and I'll use different colors every time until they grow back. I don't know if I'm going to do that though. Don't get your hopes up, you guys. I have a wife I have to think about, okay, and a daughter. What would she think? Please read the question from Mr. Easy Money. I have the same question. What did Easy say? What did Easy? I'm looking for you, Easy. Did I miss it? Emilios, man. Easy Money. I don't see it. Maybe I answered it already. I'm just trying to go through here. Did I miss it? Let's see. I don't know. I don't see Easy Money's thing. When HSend to $10. We'll have to figure that out. I'll throw that in there with the BCHG and LTCN one, okay? I might just give those their own video. It might be time to do grayscale. All right, let's see here. I'm going to move on. Okay, we're going to move on. I've been BSing too long. I'm having fun. I'm glad you guys are having fun too. I would very much expect that we do move up from here. DAG, I think, is a very promising project. I like the monthly RSI. I think that you look pretty damn spectacular. The stochastics are also, the stochastics are kind of bearish, actually. But whenever you're in your oversold zone and you come out, that sets you up for some very bullish precedents. You're set up to move higher. It just remains on that. Do you move higher or do you break out from here? Again, diamond bottom. I think it's very clear that this is a diamond bottom. If you break out to the downside, no worries. That's actually very common to break out one way and then pull back throwing the other way. But whenever you do break out, you typically do have high velocity moves. So I would expect we probably see the length of this pattern be achieved, right? Low to high from here. That puts you all the way up at about 12.4 cents, 12.5 cents. That might make sense because that'd be at prior resistance here, prior support right there as well. So you might find some turbulence there. Let's actually leave that line there and draw this up real quick, high to low. Right there at your golden ratio too. It's perfect. Go to 13.6 cents, somewhere around there. When you break out, you'll probably at a very fast velocity go up there. Could you hit that by the end of this month of October? I think so. That might be the end of the year. And then I would think going into 2026, you're going to be not at new all-time highs, but reaching for new all-time highs. I would think, let's see, DAG. Let's look at this. What market cap do we have here? You have a pretty damn low market cap and not a lot of volume, but that's okay because you're being boring. Let's keep it safe, on the safe side. I think by the end of October, you really could be at 13.6 cents. But if not there, then maybe by the end of the year. Okay. And that's fine. If you're here by the end of the year, if you're at 13.6 cents by the end of the year, then maybe $1 is your max target by the end of the cycle. If you're up at your all-time high areas by the end of the year, then maybe $3 is your max target, which would be, it's a world's difference, but we got to see how you perform. You haven't performed yet, so I don't know. I don't really know enough about DAG. I know there's a lot of bullish prospects, but again, that's not always enough, right? You guys ever heard of Credits? Credits CS? They had the fastest, they were the first blockchain to ever do 1 million transactions per second. Anybody ever heard of Credits? They partnered with IBM. Anybody heard of Credits? They made 50 partners a year. Anybody heard of Credits? No, because it was a great project. They didn't market properly. They didn't get the word out. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Who cares? It could be the same thing here. It could be a great project. They have all the right things going for them, and still it doesn't go for them. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I think by the end of October, we'll really have a better judgment. You know, if it's the end of the year that you're here, then maybe just above your all-time highs. If it's the end of the year that you're here, then you probably go up to dramatically higher prices. But we'll see. We'll see, okay? I do believe that you're going to move up, and I very much do believe that when you move up, you're going to move up at a dramatically faster pace than how you move down. But when will that be? I think you're going to break out soon, but when do you get up here is really the question. So I do think you're going to break out to the upside. We look at the daily RSI. Overall, kind of bearish, but neutral. You've got more bullish tendencies. You're getting overbought and you're not getting oversold, but you're still coming down. That might be more bearish than bullish then, right? You're clearly at a breaking point here. Pretty damn soon you're going to break. I would think something gives to the upside. Oh, look at this. You already have broken. You already have. You've already broken down. You've already broken to the downside here. I just didn't see it because I was zoomed out on the monthly. You've already broken out. So what we're looking for is a fast reaction the other direction. Again, these diamond patterns are known for breaking out one way and then throwing back the other direction. So I bet that's what you get. I would bet this, especially because, look, they're known for fast breakouts. This is not fast. This is not high velocity. You're stalling. The fast one, like you're probably, mark my words, guys, we're going to see a move just like this for DAG. We're going to see a move just like this probably in the next week or two. If not, probably bigger than that overall. So yeah, there's a big move coming, I would assume. Shafiq Yunus, thoughts on Supra's new white paper. Oh my God, man. That is a request right there, Shafiq. Let's see. Supra white paper. I don't know anything about it. That one's going to have to get its own video. Okay, we'll do some fundamental analysis on that. Watch for that over the coming days, okay? But I'm going to have to do some research. If it's not over the coming days, over the coming week at the very most, okay? Bitcoin, man, reaching for new all-time highs. That's why we're here, you guys. That's why we're here. Cookie might be. Yeah, Ali G, I think so. Cookie might be the token that I'm holding with the biggest upside. Yes. Yes, I think so. ZBCN's a good one too. Maybe both. Why not both? Why not both? Tofik, Apia, ZBCN, Cookie, why not both? And some XCN. Let's move on, you guys. We're moving at a snail's pace here. I don't know why I said a dog's pace, because we got DAG. Root is the next one. Root. The Root Network on crypto here. Well, Root looks bad. Very, very bad. What I will say is if you're looking to buy low, you're definitely doing that. I know nothing about this project at all. I know nothing about this project. I don't like it. Probably stay away from it. If your money's in it, let it ride because you're already screwed, but it's never too late to pull out, I guess. I don't know, man. That's bad. That is bad, yo. That is pretty bad. Like, a lot. You realize from this point, most cryptos are up right now. They're not, or at the very least, like neutral. Like, no, that's bad. I would stay away from this one. Abandon ship, honestly. Abandon ship. It's almost there, man. But it's teasing us. It's because I'm going live. Once I stop going live trying to catch it, it's gonna happen. Let's move on. Let's talk about SPA. SPA. I'm going to type in some Bitcoin Cashes because Bitcoin Cash, you just never know whenever that thing's going to rip. SPA is another one that we've been watching. And see, here, at least this one's neutral. At least you're like neutral, right? You're still consolidating clearly in this range here. Roots Associated Company, Futureverse basically just went bankrupt. They say restructuring, but it's over. Damn, Element Rage. Element Rage with the facts. Thank you, man. I don't know who Alex Cobb is, but thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Maybe I should know Alex Cobb. Maybe I know his face. I don't know. Is that bad that I don't know who Alex Cobb is? I don't know. ACH, Judy. Judy, we'll talk about ACH for you. Yeah. Is it already on the list? No. I'm surprised it's not. Tia should be on the list. It's not. It's not on the list. I did talk about Tia yesterday, though, in a Cookie DAO and Tia video, I'm pretty sure. Or no, it was TAR. Sorry, TAI, not Tia. Tia, okay, yeah, Celestia, I remember now. Algo, yeah, we can do that. When should we get out of the Grayscale trusts? That's a good question. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I would think either the end of this year or sometime in Q1, probably. Not the time yet. Let's move on. Let's do some work, okay? So SPA is consolidating. You are in an uptrend overall. You've got higher lows and higher highs, and you're at the base of this range. Yes, you've broken out a little bit, but who cares? I don't like that you're below your lows from April, but there's still hope for you, right? There's not a lot of volume going on here. Alpha Cry. Floki looking solid for a breakout. Ooh, I'm looking to go long on it as they just had an ET. What? Really? Really? Man, go Anders. I remember when you bought Floki, man. You sold it though, didn't you? That's whatever. We've all done that where we it's the ones that we sell that this kind of stuff happens, right? That's crazy. Floki. Really? An ETP for Floki. Thank you very much, Alpha Cry. I appreciate you, by the way. Sorry I didn't say thank you. I was just taken away by the words there. Okay. Maybe we'll do an independent video for Floki too, because that's kind of big relevant news. I highly doubt we're going to get to it by the end of this video. Anyways, by the end of the stream, I say video, I mean stream. Low to high here. Golden ratio, looking to find support at prior resistance there. It's weird, it's odd. I don't like it necessarily, but you are at areas where you'd expect to find support. It's tough, man. It's like a nut up or shut up moment. You either buy here and you're a champion, or you're about to get effed. You know what I mean? You got bullish divergence, very bearish stochastics, desolate MACD, just nothing going on in the price action at all. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I would think, just looking at it, I think you're at a good point to buy. You're probably going to move up and see new relevant highs, new all-time highs, all the way up at 5 cents or more, I would guess. If we look at this here, from a high to a low, you went up just below your 1272 here. I would think you go to the next target, the 1414, which is at 5.3 cents or beyond, personally. But again, I would say if you get below, you're at 0.0097 now. If you get below 0.008, you're probably screwed at that point. And then as soon as you get below there, that's when you pump. As soon as you're screwed and you sell, that's when it pumps. SPA. Let's talk about Onyx Coin. XCN here. We already did a video on Onyx Coin today, so I'll make this one brief. But here we are at 1.145 cents. Still consolidating, still getting scam wicked out the butt, but that's okay. We're just moving sideways. I very much believe that we have found our bottom. We've got this double bottom shape going on. We're just configuring ourselves. Once we break above this zone here, about 1.32 cents, we should be rallying. That should be the beginning, because again, that's going to set off a chain reaction. You break out of this zone, you're moving up, you're getting set up to break out of this zone overall. You break out of this zone, you're moving up, you're getting set up to break out of this zone overall. And if we're breaking out of this zone, we're going to likely hit the Fibonacci extensions based off of this from a high to a low. Anything from 8 cents to 15 cents really quick, and then 26 to 32 cents is the ultimate goal. What I did say, to kind of recap what I said in earlier today's video, is that instead of this being achieved by the end of October, perhaps this is by the end of the year, or even early January. It could be early January, because what we saw back here after this long consolidation phase here, we saw an initial move, little consolidation, and then the rip. Maybe we do something similar, or in reverse order. Maybe we get an initial rip and then a little consolidation, and then we move up higher afterwards. Or, you know, maybe it's a 3-part series, whatever, however it works. Maybe you do the same thing where you kind of work your way up, and then once you're at your high point, that's where you rip. You know what I mean? So it just depends. But that's my thoughts on Onyx Coin. 26 to 32 cents is still the next destination for the next consolidation phase that we'll see. And I do expect we'll be there by the end of the year, if not earlier. But we'll see. Time will tell. Appreciate you, Mohammed. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Greetings from Dubai. Greetings from Colorado, my friend. Hell yeah. Hope you're staying cool in Dubai, man. I want to go to Dubai. I was looking at that Token 49 tickets in Dubai. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm going to Dubai, I'll let you guys know. That's for sure. C-Zar o'clock is a wonderful time of day. Hell yeah, Mad Adam. I appreciate you. I hear a lot of good things about Dubai, you guys. It's definitely got my curiosity. Is Cookie your token with the biggest upside? Ali G, I answered this. Yes. I said yes. I said yes. I think so. Probably. The one that I'm holding? Yeah, probably. Moon Rocks, maybe. What are your thoughts on SPX 6900? Angel Romero. I don't know, man. It might do well. It's probably not. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how it does in this hype phase. I don't believe that it's gonna replace the S&P 500, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Let's see. SPX 6900. It's at the bottom of the list. It'll probably be the last one on the live stream leftovers. Dragon Riders to the moon. Brykaz, hell yeah. Oh wow. You missed the reply. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's okay, Ali. That's fine. I get it, bro. I get it, bro, or girl probably. Bro, we can say bro still though. Fartcoin or SPX? I'd say neither, personally. K41. I'd rather invest in Toshi or Turbo. I don't know though. I mean, they both have been doing well so far. Maybe a little bit of both. Stronghold, yes, we have. We've looked at Stronghold before. We like Stronghold. We do. We like Stronghold. We're gonna move on. I put Stronghold on the list, though. We're going to talk about Cookie. What I'm going to do here, you guys, is I'm going to put my head down. I'm not going to look at the requests. I'll try to watch out for any super chats in case they come in because I don't want to ignore people who are actually, paying to have their comments be seen. But I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I'm just trying to get to the requests here. So we're going to talk about Cookie, VeChain, Moonrocks, Zora, NASDAQ 420, and then we'll BS again, okay? We're going to try to move through these real quick. Cookie DAO, while giving them an honest analysis, a fair shake as well. Cookie DAO has moved up a lot recently, right? We moved up a good little 19% yesterday from the lows back on the 30th of September. We're up a total 31% right now. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but is it the best time to buy? Probably not. You probably do come back down a little bit. But also, on the same thought, is it worth waiting? The amount of downside that we have is probably insignificant compared to the amount of upside that we have. I think, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, it's a perfect time to buy now. I'm actually trying to get some funds in order to go heavy into some Cookie right now. Because I do believe that there's a lot of growth, you guys. A massive amount of growth that's about to happen. As Ali was just asking, is this the one that I think that I have the most faith in doing the most growth? Yes. That doesn't mean put all your chips in Cookie, but my biggest bag is still XCN. $80 million market cap. With this kind of potential, guys, a 100x is at $8 billion. And that's not a small amount of money. $8 billion is not a small amount of money, but it is achievable. It's attainable in the world of crypto, let alone 16, let alone 32 billion, especially in the height of the bull market, the pinnacle of alt season. You could see it happen. Yes, a multi-100x is possible with this coin. Does it mean it'll get there? No. Maybe it's a 20x by the end of the cycle, and it performs on average what the average altcoin does. But so far, from its cycle lows to where it is now, it's up dramatically higher than what the average altcoin is. It's seen a 40, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to outperform the average coin. And with that in mind, I would think the next target's $1.65 to $3.90. I think we'll be somewhere in this range by the end of October, and we'll probably be closer to $3.90 by the end of the year, if not higher. Massive potential. I really do believe this thing's going to hit a $20 price or more by the end of the cycle, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay? That's my thoughts. Is it a good time to buy? It's not ideal, but yeah. Look at this. Think of it like this, right? We're up 22% this month. Is it a good time to buy? No, you don't want to buy the highs. You want to buy the lows. But from your all-time high, you're still down 84%. If you believe, like I do, that this thing will see new all-time highs, I don't know. The risk to reward is there, at least in my opinion. Cookie DAO, there's that. Let's talk about VeChain. VeChain now. VeChain. VeChain's another one. I actually think of VeChain kind of similar to I don't want to say it actually, but just similar. My expectations for VeChain are like what Zcash has done recently, right? It's a sleeper, and then when it comes alive, it's going to be really robust. It's going to be a distraction for people. I think VeChain has a lot of potential. I do believe that it can see a $1 price, even a $2 price by the end of the cycle. I think is possible, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. because the $2 price is 100. Yeah, I think it's possible. VeChain's another one that's in that like top 100 that I think could actually see a 100x. I really do think it is possible. That doesn't mean that it will, but I do think it's possible. Hold on, somebody said something. Okay, no, I've already answered that one. Okay, cool. I think Pengu's nice as well. Andre, Maitland, Andre Maitland. Yeah, I like Pengu. I don't think Pengu's gonna be the top performing coin of the cycle, but I think it's got a lot of growth to go. I think it'll outperform the average altcoin. That's for sure. I like Pengu more than I like SPX or Fartcoin, though both of those coins might outperform Pengu. You never know. You never know. But I do believe that VeChain here, getting back to work, will likely move up to 8.5 to 10 cents next. That'll be a nice psychological area of support, being at 10 cents, being at the golden ratio as well. Nice area to find some, resistance. You'll probably come back down, find support at your 0.5 prior areas of resistance here, or maybe just in this zone here, and continue to rally. I would expect that by the end of, if things really kick off the way I think they will by the end of October, you guys, we should be here, if not around here, by the end of October or November. And then going into the end of the year, we should be pushing 14 to 19 cents. I would think then going into the beginning of 2026, pushing to higher targets. Let's see. Let me do the math here real quick. Let me make sure that I didn't just fudge that real quick. Hold on. Because we are about to break out. We're about to see the strongest move that we've seen all cycle. Yeah. By the end of October, I think we'll be at about 10 cents. End of year, we'll be around our all-time highs. And then going into the end of the cycle, we should be at 60 cents. I think we could hit $2, but I doubt we break above it. 60 cents to $1.60 by the end of the cycle for VeChain. It's not that you're incapable of going higher. You can. I just haven't seen any life to suggest that you'll see a multi-$100 billion market cap yet by the end of this cycle. Something above 100 billion, I can get behind. You've been around long enough. You've got partnerships with the UFC, and you've got other things going for you as well on a fundamental basis as a cryptocurrency overall. But are you going to be worth multiple hundreds of billions? That remains to be seen. I do believe $1.69 to 60 cents is possible by the end of the cycle. I would be surprised if you stopped at 60 cents, but that's the minimum target. That's about average, what the average altcoin should do. VeChain. Let's see here. Let me see. I think okay, there we go. You guys, I'm sorry. Some of these live chats weren't loading for me. Oh, no. Hold on. I don't even know what just happened there. So if I missed anybody's live chats, I'm sorry. Let's see. Bitcoin monthly RSI is making a perfect falling wedge. Yes, it is. Good notice there, big dog. Absolutely it is. Mala Judy, thank you very much. Can you check out Worthless? Yeah, I've heard about Worthless. We can check out Worthless. Worthless. Yeah, we'll talk about Worthless coin. Yeah, absolutely. For Palestine. All right. I don't think that there's any other requests that I missed there. Okay, cool. VeChain. Let's talk about Moonrocks now. Moonrocks. Hold on. Where? Oh, we got rid of Dex Screener. That's not good. That's no bueno, senoritas. Hey, I invested in unstable coin Iron and Wood. I actually did put money in there. I withdrew before it dropped recently. Unstable coin probably comes back when that meme comes back, but it's not really anything I can do TA on, honestly. But whenever the unstable memes come back, unstable tether, all that stuff, then yeah, I would assume that probably comes back. There's a time when unstable coin, unstable tether, those kind of coins they were pumping. Remember, guys, Moonrocks, the token contract is Moon, capital BC1, lowercase y. These are scams. These are scams. This is the real one, okay? It changes. It changes. The amount of scams that come out. The amount of scams that come out on Base, I think, really does say how cheap it is, too, because it's really cheap to just make a random crypto on Base. Can you shill AIOZ network? How about a price prediction? Yeah, AIOZ, I will definitely shill some of that for you, okay? I like AIOZ, actually. I really do like AIOZ. That was one that we were invested in earlier this cycle, but we sold out to buy. I forget what it was that we sold out to buy. But $0.002 right now. Moonrocks right here. Consolidating, right? Massive movement up. You sold off. this is absolutely, undeniably an accumulative range right here. Absolutely it is. We got the reaction, accumulation at its finest. Selling off, panic selling, and now we're flatlining, right? Where are we flatlining? Right here at prior areas of resistance. So structurally speaking, it's weird, but I like it. I like it a lot. T, don't worry, we're not going to forget troll, but understand troll is at the bottom of the list. Like let me just show you real quick, okay? Let me see. Let me get my face so that I can see myself, okay? So we are here. We're right here, right? Troll is all the way down right here. It's all the way down right here. So all this time we've gone through this, and we have about twice those requests left, okay? We're probably not going to get to troll in this video. In fact, I can tell you confidently, we're probably not going to get to XLM, Jasmy, SPK, Metal, EHEX, Gari, Miria, XDB, Clash, Flare, CRV, Well, Rose, Troll, BNB Frog, T-Bull, B3, ACH, TIA, Algo, Floki, SPX, 6900, SHX, Worthless, or AIOZ. We're probably not going to get to any of those coins in this video because I do actually have to, I do have a life and I have to go do things here pretty soon. When did I start this stream on that note? I started this stream at 11, like 30. So I probably got another 30 minutes on this stream here. We'll see. I try to keep them at 2 hours. Sometimes we go over, but just so I can do things as well. But let's see. We could talk about NMR, Mala Judy. But that will probably be in the live stream leftovers. Understand, guys, if we don't get to these requests in the stream, that doesn't mean they're not going to happen. That just means that they will be in the live stream leftovers video, okay? I will put them in the live stream leftovers video, which is going to be a video that I make either tomorrow or the next day with all of the leftover requests, right? But it won't be on a live stream, so that way I don't get distracted with more requests till we literally die from all these requests on random coins. It's been 91 minutes. Thank you, Ken. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mala. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Well, tell your family I love them. I hope you guys are doing well. That's awesome. Purpe. Purpe. Kieran. What's Purpe? Spark. Nat. Is that just a word? Are you saying Spark or is that... No, Jasmy. Coach. Jasmy's on there. Where is it? No, Jasmy's on there. Yeah. Jasmy, I didn't say Jasmy. No, I did. I said XLM. Jasmy was the second one. So yeah, Jasmy's on there. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be on there. Sure you enjoy your time here. If you don't mind, please let me know in advance. Yeah. Hey, definitely, Muhammad. Absolutely, I will. I'll make a live stream. I'll be like, where's my boy Muhammad? I'm going to take a screenshot of your name right now. I'll make a video just for you. Be like, look, I'm going to Dubai. Muhammad, receive me. That's that if and when that happens. I do plan on it happening at some point, but it just depends. It depends on some things, you know. Depends. That's a big trip. But I definitely plan on going there at some point. Hello, King Kong from Colorado. Appreciate you, my friend. Purple Pepe, backed by the Wall Street Bets team. That doesn't sound nefarious at all. Purple Pepe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, Moonrocks. I think it's at a great point to buy. Clearly, the distribution has taken off, right? We've been selling off, but now you're moving sideways, okay? Moving sideways, accumulating at prior areas of resistance here. Undoubtedly, I believe that we're going to see some growth from this. I very much believe we're going to see new all-time highs. I like to say this is kind of my sales pitch for this one, is that the people who accumulated here are the same people who are accumulating here. Are not the same people who sold here, right? They're not even going to sell here or here or here. The people who are buying this, they're in it for the long term. They see it for the future, the vision that it is. Moonsters, NFTs. When NFT season comes back, you guys, that'll probably be the height of what this thing's doing. As far as price prediction goes for the end of the cycle, I don't know. You know, end of cycle could see $100 million market cap. It's at 1.9 million now. Maybe it only gets a 50 million or a 20 million. You never know, right? I mean, it can be lower. Maybe you get to 1 billion or multiple billions. Genuinely. This is a community-driven project, community-made. The people that are behind this project are good people. They look out for people who are new in the space. They don't look out like to bring them in and buy. They look out for new people as in they look out for you. They have your back. They hold spaces. Soul Saver, the guy that's the founder of this project, he literally pitches advice to people and just like his experience and points out obvious scams and people who are just money grabbers, basically, right? He's a good guy. He's a good guy, and I think the whole team behind Moonsters and Moonrocks, they're good people. Everybody who contributes to the spaces, they're all good people. It's very, very friendly vibes. I don't know. And just you have the right people behind this project, man. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Definitely check out, go to their link tree, go to their website, whatever. Jay Aggies, shout out to Jay. I know you've gotten obsessed with the Moonsters NFTs. What's really cool about this is like most NFTs, when you want to sell them, you have to wait for somebody to buy them. But with this one, you can sell it instantly at the floor price for Moonrocks. You can sell it instantly, so you don't have to wait for somebody to come buy it up. You can sell it whenever you want. You're not condemned to hold your NFT until somebody buys it from you at a price that you just keep discounting yourself until you finally get that, right? You can literally sell it whenever you want at the floor price. And if you just wait patiently, when NFT season comes back, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was one of those up and comers that leads the way. We really could see this thing hit not just a 10-cent price, but like dramatically higher than that, right? Because what would this be? We're at 1 million now. 10 cent, 2 cent. That would be 20 million. Yeah, 10 cent would be 100 million. Yeah, we could really, man, this thing could reach $1. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. We could see. Crazy things could happen. But what I do believe, beyond all of that, beyond stumbling on my words here, is that from the current price, the next target is the 1272 to the 1618, and I believe we will move up very swiftly up to about a 10x from here to a 22x from here. Even if you can't get behind the $1 prospects or beyond, even if you can't get behind the 10 cent prospects or beyond, just understand we're going to see new all-time highs. And those new all-time high targets are like 10x to a 22x from here. And that could happen. I mean, dude, we could be there next week. It could happen. So I very much do like Moonsters. I think that Moonrocks is at a prime area to buy. This actually might be one that I buy some more of as well, honestly. I'm looking to buy some coins. Cookie Dow's on the list. XCN's on the list, of course. And then this one definitely could add more. C-Zar calling Moonrocks at $1. Oh, yeah, Pepper Juice. You know it. Let's see. C-Zar likes the bad charts like Moonrocks and XCN. Yes, you know it, Pepper Juice. I love the bad charts. Those are the best ones. I hate the good charts. Like this, come on. It'll never see new all-time highs. That's never going to happen. No, of course not. Zora is the next one. Zora is the next one. Pepper Juice is a friend of mine. I actually pay him to come on here and make negative comments. That's not true. I don't know Pepper Juice at all. Get Dovu, not this shit. Whatever Dovu is. Maybe it's a good one. Maybe he's trying to promote good stuff. Maybe it is a good one. Big Dog. Have you looked at the correlation with BTC and gold? Now, every time gold consolidates, BTC gets massive expansion. Okay. Let's compare gold to BTC. We'll do that. I have not done that, but I am aware. I am aware of that. Yes. I am aware of that, Big Dog, but I haven't done a video on that. That might be a good idea for a video. And I'll probably do that. Thanks for the love, Big Dog. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much. And T, I will not forget Troll, okay? Matt Mosher, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. I love it. You're funny, man. You're good shit, man. Matt has been here, bro. How long? You've been here since before 1,000 subs, haven't you? You've been here since like 200 subs. I forget. Matt is a true OG. Like a lot of you are OGs in here, but man, he's a true OG. What's up, ASIM? How you doing? Good to see you. While you're reaping the rewards of your crypto holdings, you should watch One Piece. It's a time sink, but I love One Piece. I love One Piece. In the name of the treasure in the grand line, Gaio set sail for One Piece. I don't, in the last piece of One Piece. Yeah, 200. I thought so, Matt. I thought that's what you were. And there's a different theme song to it in like the earlier episodes. I don't even know if that theme song is still relevant, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. But back in the day, that was it. Most still calling for November end of year tops. Yeah. So I think November, we're not topping this year, guys. No, the end of the cycle, we would have to pump. It depends. It's not that it can't happen. I'm open to it, but I don't think so. I love One Piece. J Ghost. Any other Jasmine whales here? Oh, hell yeah. Metal Detecting England. I didn't know that. Hell yeah. Rob must have got to you. Peter Davies, what's up? Oh, you're the one that said that. Okay, cool. I didn't even read the name. Yeah, Peter Davies knows what's up, man. Shout out to Peter. He's also an OG from very long ago. Appreciate you, Ozian. Thank you. Appreciate you. Truly appreciate. Thank you. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Thank you, man. Yeah, I do. I do. I want people. That's what I had a clear goal in mind when I made this channel. And what Muhammad was saying was that it shows you genuinely wish the best for others. I genuinely do. The clear goal in this channel was I don't want anything. I don't want people to pay me for this. I don't want people to give me money for my thoughts or for a class or for whatever. I'm not dogging on anybody who does that, but that's just not my style. I want people to find a place that's free online where they can find somebody who gives them some experience based in their crypto experiences, right? I've had 3 cycles now. This is my 3rd bull market. I've been in crypto since 2015. They talk about it openly and they don't have to pay for it. And just also point out scams and share my experience that way. I'm not giving advice. I'm not an advisor, right? That's not how it is. It's not financial advice. I'm giving non-financial advice here. But the purpose is that behind making this channel, I wanted to show that you can do just like every other YouTuber's doing, except you don't need to shill coins that you're being paid for. You don't need to promote exchanges and affiliate links so that you make money off of people losing money, right? This space is rampant with a type of behavior that I think is just not acceptable, and it's become acceptable. That's the thing. There's so many good YouTubers who are good people who promote exchanges, who give affiliate links that they make commission on. Whenever you click on that affiliate link and you lose all your life savings, that goes to them. A portion of it does, and the rest of it goes to the exchange. And the reason why they do this is because the exchanges offer them really good deals. They've offered, man, I've turned down a lot of money, you guys. I really have. I've turned down more than 6 figures of cash. That's for damn sure. In affiliate promotional partnerships, because I don't feel right about that. And I think that there's too many people who feel right about that. And I'm not trying to like start a movement here or have other people try to shame people for doing what they do. Everybody hustles in their own way. Okay, I get it. It's just not my way. And I'm hoping that it catches on. I am hoping that it catches on, that we set a standard for ourselves in this space and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to promote degenerate shit to my viewers because I actually want them to make money. I tell people all the time, I don't want your money. I want you to take your money and make money for that. I want you to come back and tell me how much better your life is because of what you did in the markets. That's what I want. And I don't want you to give me a dime for it. That is reward enough for me. And I think that that's the right energy to have in this space. I don't think we have that in this space. And I know that there are a lot of YouTubers who, again, they're good people, but they promote the wrong things. They don't see it, right? It's like somebody who doesn't smoke crack, but they're gonna sell it anyways. They're gonna deal drugs. It's like, oh, I don't smoke the stuff, I just deal it. It's like, so you know it's bad. Why are you doing this? Well, somebody else is gonna do it. I might as well make a buck off it. That's the wrong attitude. It's the wrong attitude. They are, big dog. They are. Man, I get hit up, and you know, a lot of these guys are nice. There are a lot of guys that hit me up from different exchanges. They're very nice and they're just doing their work. They're doing their job, but there's got to be a better way, man. There's got to be a better way. I don't know. And maybe I'm setting myself up for failure. Maybe I'm not taking money where I should, but it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to me. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, PK. Appreciate all of you. We're going to get to XDB probably. Oh, no, probably not in this video. But on the live stream, again, you guys, if by the time we end this video, we don't get to all these requests, I will do them all inevitably on the live stream leftovers video, which I will make either tomorrow or likely the next day. But we'll see, okay? Yeah, we talked about Cookie, Fib Trader. We did talk about Cookie. I'm probably going to make an independent video for Cookie too. Swiftcoin, we probably get to Swiftcoin in this video. AF, you're the one. You're the one that likes to spam. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Swiftcoin by the end of this video. That might be the last one we talk about. Thank you, Void. Thank you all for your kindness, by the way. I see that I've lost about 100 viewers after I went on that spiel, I probably should have said, I want your money, give me your money, and then I'll give you the keys to the kingdom. And if you lose it all, whatever, no refunds. I should have said that. I would have gotten more viewers. I lost like 100 viewers. When I get preachy, that's just what happens. That's what happens, man. But yeah. AF is back. I'll go back, look for it. Thank you, Fib Trader. Appreciate you. Yeah. I think this is the time for Cookie too, my friend. Absolutely, I do. Zbeck. I talked about Zbeck earlier today, Jay Roomy. Not in this video, but I made a video on it already. Is it not on the list? I must have not put it on the list because I literally made a video on it. I can just tell you real quick. I think Zbeck's about to rip. I think Zbeck's about to rally. I think by the end of this month, you're going to be at new all-time highs. You're going to be above 2 cents. I mean, we made sense out of going to 6 to 7 cents even in that last video. C-Zar, there's no retail mania. Seems difficult to see December highs and small alts. Just wait, Alif. Just wait. Not yet, but just wait. Just wait, okay? The retail mania will be there. It will be there. But just wait. Not yet. Quick. Favorite classical composer. Bro. I could just say Mozart. Mozart's great. I love Mozart. Good for any time. Beethoven's great too. I love Vivaldi. I actually really like Vivaldi. He's probably my favorite classical composer. There's just so much Mozart though, man. It's hard. I like Vivaldi. I like Vivaldi a lot. If I had to be honest, I would say I go back and forth though. There's a few of them out there, and I would say Vivaldi. I would have to say right now I'm in a Vivaldi stage. Actually, I would very much say I'm in a Vivaldi stage. I'm trying to think of a Vivaldi song right now, but I'm going through. Is it Allegre or is that Mozart? I'm thinking of a Mozart song in my head right now, and I can't. There's a Vivaldi song. What is it? I can't remember what it is. It's like his most popular one, right? Let me just see here. Hold on. Vivaldi. Is it Four Seasons? Baroque composer. Let's see. Most famous song. Is it Allegre? Let's see here. Hold on. The Four Seasons. No. Allegro. Yeah, that's the one. You guys hear it. You all know that song. Everybody knows that song. That's a great question. Thank you, Element Rage. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Who's your favorite classical composer? I'm going to look through here. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find him. You love Vivaldi. Bach. Bach is great. You got to love Bach, of course. Yeah. I should probably listen to more Bach. MHA season 8 better be fire. What's MHA? I don't even know. XDead. Am I? What's MHA? Hold on. MHA season 8. What is this? Oh, it's a what's it called? It's a anime. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll take your word for it, XDead. Hell yeah. Hans Zimmer. There you go. Ando. I'll write down Ando and AVAX, okay? Ando and AVAX. Yeah, Bach's a good one, man. Bach is definitely a good one. Zora, let's talk about this. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, okay? A lot of people talk about how wrong I am and how I'm just the worst TA ever. I made a video at the low on this day, and I said, look, this is the low. We're going to move up directly from here. I wouldn't be surprised if we moved back up to 0055 to 006 like that. And we did. This is the low. Undoubtedly so. Why did I believe that was the low? For what purpose? Why? Right? Because here, you take this low, you're at the base area of this overall consolidation phase. Is really the only area of significance that you have. We look at Zora. Let's get something with a little bit more history. Zora. Let me just type in Zora and see if we get something with, where is it? Hold on. This one. Zora 2. Okay. So that is all the history. All right. Cool. Hold on. Let me scroll through here. Saw you were live, so I had to come through. Thank you, Cryptic Jared. Can you look at Moonwell? Yeah, we've got Moonwell on the list. Where is it? We've got Moonwell on the list, Cryptic Jared. Absolutely. We'll go over Moonwell. I'll probably even make an independent video for Moonwell. If I don't get to your coins on this video, again, I can't say it enough, live stream leftovers. There will be a video titled live stream leftovers tomorrow or the next day, probably the next day, that has all the leftover, and I will tell you at the end what coins will be on there, okay? I'll tell you at the end. All right, Zora, though, beyond the fact that you're finding support at really the most sensible area to do it, because if you don't find support here, well, that would be bad. That would be very bad, let's just say. But from a low to a high, this is really what gave me the most confidence to make that call, is that you were at the 382. You wicked right below. It's so common to wick below the 382 and close at it. When you see a powerful move, this is the most common area to find support at, if not the 236. And it's your last ditch kind of effort to find support. But between here or the golden ratio, I just couldn't see us going all the way down to the golden ratio. Not with this bullish begettings that the altcoin market is just providing us right now. I really do believe Zora's on the up and up. On that note, shout out to Balaji's. I think Balaji's is going to probably rip as well, if you guys know what I'm talking about, the Balaji's coin, the creator token there. They both kind of move in unison. I think Zora is going to see a 21 cent to 32 cent price here by the end of October. By the end of the year, we should be moving up higher, and I think by the end of the cycle, Zora will be worth well above $1. Okay, $1.16. If not, I mean, dude, you could really, you could see some crazy stuff happen here. Zora's got a low enough. What's the market cap? It's like 100 something million, isn't it? 240. With Zora, you could absolutely see a multi-100x. I don't know how high it's going to go, but I would think anything from $4.16 to even $15 is possible, which is crazy stuff. But I would expect that we're worth several dollars, not even above $10 by the end of the cycle. That's my thoughts for Zora. Okay. Let's see. How do you find these cheap coins with low circulating supplies? Does Zora have a low circulating supply? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean relative to the total supply? Because that one's pretty low, right? Relative to the circulating supply. I don't know. I found this one because it pumped. We actually started talking about this well before it pumped. This is an interesting project, really. You should look at it's the idea of decentralizing social media. It's like a dumbed down Facebook, but there's no Mark Zuckerberg. You know, like nobody owns it. You get paid for your own content creation there. You don't. The advertisers aren't siphoning off your information and then getting paid for it. You're the one that gets paid for your content creation. I don't know. I guess I don't know how to answer that question. Number 4, Manlaw says nope. I don't know what he said nope for, but nope, he doesn't agree. Drift, is Drift a coin? Peter, it might be. All right, Peter, we're going to talk about Drift. Not in this video. You know how it works. That'll probably be the last one on the, yeah. But Def not shilling. Okay, Peter, I like, you guys, I want you to understand, Peter is not shilling Drift, but I like Peter. We've had a good back and forth here and there, and I think he knows what he's talking about in these crypto markets. Not saying that he can't make mistakes, but maybe it's worth looking into. Maybe it's worth looking into. I don't know. If it's good enough for Peter, it's good enough for me to consider as well. Hey, C-Zar, got 2 good ones for you to dissect. Home and Biddy. I like Home, Winston. We haven't talked about Home in a while, but yeah, Home. And I forget, I've heard of Biddy before. I can't remember. I just remember Ben Armstrong. He used to call Bitcoins Biddy all the time. Get our biddies. Awesome stream. Thank you. Appreciate you, Winston. Hey, we're gonna do some research on those, and I will make a video on those in the live stream leftovers. I might do an independent video for Home. We'll see. If not, it'll definitely be in the live stream leftovers. Let's see. I'll probably talk about Toshi after this video, not in this video. Let's move on. Let's finish up. We're gonna do 2 more. Okay. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to do NASDAQ 420 and then Swift coin. And then I'm going to take some more requests and then we're going to end it. Okay. Don't hold off on the requests now. Okay. Because if you're writing them now, you're just spamming. There's no real reason to do that. NASDAQ 420, right? NASDAQ 420, baby. Whoa, not 4,200. My bad. 1 year, 2 days. Nice. So what I like about this off the bat is that it's been around for a year. That's great. That's great. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Void. Hey, Void, hopefully though, those cryptos, hopefully they have long-term prospects. Okay, if you're saying that you were able to buy, that you had some relatives do that, that's great. But hopefully they're buying coins that are long-term, right? Hopefully they're buying coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, XMR, Litecoin, XLM, HBAR, right? Coins like that they'll be here in 4 to 5 years. Hopefully they're not just random coins, right? XRP, good, Void. I love it. Good. He's going to do well. He'll be happy. That's good. Hopefully. You never know, right? Nothing's promised. But okay, so NASDAQ, 420. Looks pretty bullish actually right now. I'm not going to lie. You've done the classic thing, right? You've broken out of your trend, and as soon as you broke out of it, boom, that's your low. Panic, capitulation, that's your low. Not a lot of volume at all. Not a lot of volume at all on the drop. A lot of volume on the pump. You're probably waiting to move. I would bet that this thing does move up higher. 886 to your 382, such a common maneuver. I can't tell you guys how common it's. I have very little doubts that that was anything but the low. That was the low. You're going to move up. When you move up, you're going to go to 4 cents to 13 cents. You probably stop at 420 because, hey, it's NASDAQ 420. Okay. From here, that's a growth of, it's about a 14x. That's not bad. 13x, 14x. Nice. And you probably break through it, but you've got some potential. Yeah. I think 4 cents to 13 cents, that's your next target area. If you sell at 420, just don't come back if it keeps pumping, okay? Let it pump without you. If you want to sell at 420, you probably won't be the only person. In fact, if you want to sell at 420, maybe just sell at 4 cents so that you front run it a little bit. And if it pumps without you, just eat that loss, whatever. Don't buy back into it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. With any meme coins, if you decide to sell, the worst thing to do is look back at it. You see that it's up a lot higher. Man, I could have made so much more money. And then you buy there because now all the money you made from here will go away. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Just move on to the next thing. You clap. You say, hey, good job. Good job, everybody who made money on this meme coin. While I didn't. I made my fair share. I'm happy with it. Whatever. Bitcoin, come on, baby. Go to new all-time highs. We're going to end the stream here soon. You got to do it. You know you want to. I know you want to. You know you want to. We know you want to. It's gonna haunt you. Okay, we're gonna talk about Swift coin next. Swift C. Swift coin here. All-time history. So we do believe in Swift coin. We do believe Swift coin is going to come back and pump as well. Again, you're in the doghouse a little bit, but as far as structure goes, I like what you're doing. You're finding support at prior resistance here as well. Swift coin has been around since 2018, okay? It's been around for a very long time. Very long phase of accumulation, okay? And you started to move up. I doubt that this is where it ends, okay? I doubt this is where it ends. I know last time we talked about it, we weren't the most bullish on Swift coin, but that's because, again, for what it aims to be, it's a competitive space, and this is not really competing, right? I know that you've got what is it, blockers, or what is it actually? Hold on, let me look here. What is it? Yeah, man, ETH. Yeah, we do. We need more. Yeah, Ansem was calling for the bull market to be over, and then he plays it off like he's trolling people. I don't know if he is, man. He plays it off well. That's for damn sure. Bridgers. That's what it is. Bridgers, yeah. I know they've got Bridgers. What I like is that they're continuing to develop. They post things all the time, okay? There's a bunch of good things going on with Swiftcoin. That's what gives me hope that they are going to see new all-time highs. But again, as far as how are they going to perform this cycle, I don't know. They've outperformed the average altcoin so far. Will they continue to do that? That remains to be the question. 88 million. Swiftcoin could compete with the best of them. It absolutely could, but it just depends. Very nice range of accumulation, holding support here. As far as the chart goes, I love the chart. I would think that the next target is anything from an 8x really to a 52x. By the end of the cycle, where are you going to be? You could be as high as 20 cents by the end of the cycle. You could be as high as $1.55 by the end of the cycle. I don't know. But somewhere in that zone. Could you be higher? Sure. You've got a low enough market cap where you really could see higher prices. But again, we start getting away from like $1 or $1.55. It starts getting a little bit wonky with the fibs here. I feel confident that Swiftcoin will see 20 cents to $1.56 by the end of the cycle. I really think we'll be at 20 cents by the end of this year, if not even, hell, maybe by the end of this month, depending. If this thing wants to move, man, if it moves like it did here, we could absolutely be at 20 cents, if not by the end of the month, by the end of this cycle. We could see some crazy, crazy stuff. And I would only imagine that the moves are going to get more powerful, not less powerful as the cycle goes on. But I would really think 45 cents to $1.60 by the end of the cycle is where we're going to be. We're not even at 1 cent right now. So crazy, massive potential, absolutely. But do your research. Do your research, okay? What's nice is that the minimum target is still on par with what the average altcoin's expected to do. But I got nothing else for you guys, okay, on that one. I think that as far as, is it a good time to buy? Yeah. Yes, I would say so. Absolutely. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Bouncing off the 40 on the RSI. Overall getting overbought, not getting oversold. Stochastics are coming up. The MACD has bullish divergence going on. I mean, there's good things going on here. And I would expect Swiftcoin, like XCN, though it's been boring, I think it'll make up for that in no time at all. As far as which one gets to 20 cents faster, I suppose we'll have to wait and see. C-Zar, you are very bullish, dangerously bullish. Absolutely. I am dangerously bullish, baby. You know it. I believe the average altcoin will see a 20x. So whenever I make calls for 20x calls, I feel like I'm not doing much, right? When we start talking about 100x's or more, that's where I get a little hesitant, because not every coin that we talk, understand guys, out of the 10, 12, 100 coins that we talk about that I say have 100x potential, they're not all going to do that. Not even half of them, right? They're not all guaranteed. Eugene, what's up, Eugene? Bro, seriously, what's up? Not shilling, just curious. AI contract addy. I don't know. Leah AI. I don't know anything about it. I can't pull it up on here though. Maybe do ISO tokens split and combined like you did today with HBAR and XLM. Thank you, Classic Drip. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll have to do that. Let's put that down there. That's not a bad idea actually. ISO tokens. ISO tokens, again, another thing too though on that note, just because a token's ISO approved doesn't mean that it's going to do well. Okay, that doesn't save the day. But yes, likely they're going to do well, right? Spell, we could talk about Spell, yeah. What up, the Tam, or Thetam Nedme? I don't, the Tam, bro, I don't even know what the symbols are. I love your name though. What's up? Spell coin. You guys, I'm going to take 3 more requests because damn, we've got a lot of requests to go over. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 35 requests. And knowing me, that means that this live stream leftovers video is going to be like 2 hours long. Okay. Zbeck, we already did a video on Zbeck today, so we won't do that. Okay. Mana, Matt Mosher. Yeah, Mana, good one. Mana, we'll do Mana. 2 more. All right. Swee. Okay, Swee. We'll probably do a Swee video. We'll do an independent video for Swee. And Pangu. Pangu. We will do Pangu, which will probably also get its own video. I might do a twofer, talk about Pangu and Swee together. I'm going to take 1 more request, but that's it, okay? Pump. Pump.fun. All right, Pump. We'll talk about Pump. Okay. That's that, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Unfortunately, we did not see new all-time highs this stream. As soon as I end this stream, we will get to new all-time highs. Don't worry, Christopher Campos. I already threw Spell on there. We're doing Spell. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the kindness, all the kind words, the good energy. I hope that we all carry these good energy, good vibes throughout the bull market, and that we continue to make some immense life-changing wealth for everybody. I can't wait to hear about the good times and the good stories. I am anxious to hear about all the people that will tell me, man, I knew it was the end of the cycle. I should have sold. They'll be telling me, they're like, but I didn't. I had life-changing wealth, but oh well, I have to wait to the next cycle. It happens, man. Not everybody is going to make money this cycle. Or should I say, not everybody's going to walk away with money. We're all going to make money. But the difference between the dumb money and the smart money is that anybody can make money, but only the pros take profits. If you want to be like the pros, you have to take profits at some point. When you do take profits, you guys, make a deal with yourself, okay? Do not buy back in. If you're selling because you think it's the end of the market, you do not buy back in, okay? That's that, all right? JC, did you that Gari is social media platform in India is oh no. I did not know that, JC. That's awesome. Wow. Maybe I'll do an independent on Gari. By the way, here's the coins, guys. I'm going to list off. I'm going to name off. Gari's on the list, by the way. Obviously, you knew that, right? I hope you knew that. But I'm going to list off the coins that we're going to talk about. First off, the Grayscale Trust, LTCN, BCHD, and HCN, they're going to get their own video. But the coins that'll be in the live stream leftovers will be, and XLM will get its own video as well, will be Jasmy, SPK, Metal, not MTL, but Metal, eHex, Gari, Miria, XDB, Clash, FLR, CRV, Well, like Moonwell. Moonwell will probably get its own video though. Rose, Troll, BNB Frog, T-Bull, B3, ACH, TIA, Algo, Floki will get its own video. SPX 6900, SHX, Worthless, AIOZ, NMR, Purple Pepe, Ondo, AVAX, Drift, Home, Biddy, Spell, Mana, Sui, Pangu, and Pump. Those are all the coins. We'll talk about Toshi. We'll go over Supra as well. And I'll do some other things that I mentioned that I would talk about, some ideas for videos and stuff. But that's it. I really do appreciate you all. Again, what I was trying to end the video there with is that whenever you, just like when you're getting into a bull market, you're buying and you're not selling. If you buy and then it keeps dipping, you buy more. If it keeps dipping, you buy more. If it keeps dipping, you buy more until eventually it comes up. Whenever you sell, if it keeps dripping, you sell more. If it keeps dripping, you sell more. You keep dripping, you sell more until eventually it comes down, right? Don't buy back into the markets. We're nowhere near selling times, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think that we will top off in Q2 of 2026. I think for Bitcoin and for altcoins, it'll be Q2 of 2026. That will be the quarter that I'm looking at selling, at least at the moment. I am expecting that things can shift earlier or later. I'm open to the fact that the market could end by Q4 of this year. It could end in Q1 of next year. But I'm thinking Q2. So at the earliest we're looking to sell would be Q4, would be the end of this year in December. The latest we're looking to sell is like May, June, okay? But that's about it. Don't forget about Tron. TRX, man, law. We'll talk about Tron. We'll do some TRX, baby. We got you. TRX. We'll throw that on there. Just because we're part of the same group, man. The bald-headed group. I think I've got, man, that hat is harsh on my forehead. Look at that. I got the red mark of pain, of tightness there. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you all for being here. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.